What? Car and spin, car and spin, car and spin. What? Car and sword Ariel Angie.
Good time zone, everybody. Good everybody. Hope you're doing well. Hello, hello, hello. And welcome to a very orderly, very on-time startup of VTuber Board Game Night Season 2. Hello everyone, I hope you're all having a wonderful day so far, and welcome on in.
What?
This room was still not made to contain 4 people this awesome, so I'm sorry you all have to crowd in a little bit. We will fix this once we get to the table. Hello everybody, welcome on in, I hope you have a great day. I have with me new faces, some more familiar than others, some very familiar, some very, very new to this show. And as always, I would like to give them the space to introduce themselves. You know, when you start like at a new job, there's like a new team, so you have these icebreaker questions, or even if you go to a new class and whatever professor you have makes you like introduce yourself. That is obviously awful. That's awful for everyone involved. You know who that isn't awful for? The person that's making you do that. There is a subsection of people out there, which I am a proud member of, that delights in watching you squirm during those. So, as is my privilege as the DM of whatever this is, I am now going to very randomly hand off to my guests so that they can introduce themselves. And we're going to begin with... I have a die that I'm going to roll for this. Maria!
Oh. Hey, of course. That makes sense. Hi. Hello. Good morning. I'm Maria Dessen, the something ghost girl, something shark complex. I'm actually more awake today. New season, more new time zone. Or not new time zone, new time. I actually got to sleep. We've never seen this happen before in a year.
Okay, we're moving forward an hour. This can't happen. Awake Maria is too powerful for this broadcast.
I don't know. The most exhausted I was the time that I paid the most attention, though. because that's when I got the red survivor, and then suddenly I learned everything. So maybe I do need to get more sleep. You won't be able to handle it. I'm gonna go for 1 hour sleep.
That's
I don't think I have anything else for this. I passed a baton.
Okay. What's your favorite cheese?
Cheese? I don't know cheese types. So I eat cheddar and then those little mozzarella balls. That's what the type of cheese I eat. Okay, thanks.
Americans. Okay.
Wow.
Damn.
Speaking of Americans, Zeno! You're next. Hi, Zeno.
Hi, I'm Zeno, the star-devouring alien. Apparently, I eat stars. Hi, I am well known around here. That's not true at all. I did like 2 board game collabs with Carrie and I, and both times I completely dominated. They had no chance. It was sad. I had to console them after stream. They were in literal tears. But no, it's a pleasure to be here with everyone. And yeah.
You think this is a bit? You shot my Tyranids of the board, sir. I remember this.
It's funny to me because the unit that shot your Tyranid and one-shotted a Norn Emissary got nerfed 2 weeks later.
Did you know that was the first game that I ever got to field a Norn Emissary? And I was really happy to finally have a Norn Emissary on the board. And then it new model syndromed about 5 minutes into the game.
Good thing you brought 2.
Uh-huh. Good thing I haven't forgiven you about that. Glad to have you here, Zeno. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Yeah.
I didn't prepare dumb questions. The cheese question was off the cuff. Opinions on sparkling water. No, that's too easy.
Oh, okay. Opinions on sparkling water? I think nothing of sparkling water. I don't know. A lot of my European friends just like consume it consistently. And all I have to say is like, why do you want your body to be so bubbly and spicy all the time? Like, is normal water not good enough for you?
You know people that eat like really spicy chili? I have the same question to those people. Thank you, Zeno. It is the TV static of liquid. That is the right answer. Wonderful.
Oh my god, it makes sense.
Wait, that does make sense.
I hate that it makes sense.
Next die roll, we have... My die fell off the table. I'm flipping the coin instead. I don't have another die prepared. Hold up, coin. Zoe! The other Zoe.
That's me. The other Zoe, yeah. Not the one that you sat on. Well, I guess technically you're sat on me right now because of the hat. Anyway, hi, me am Zoe. I don't know. I stream. What do you normally say for these things? I'm terrible at icebreakers. I stream a lot of like Twitch integrated stuff. I regret it like every time. Getting my chat involved is a terrible idea. They're all horrid troublemakers.
I know that.
That's it. I haven't got anything else.
Zoe, what's your favorite flower?
My favorite flower? Holy shit.
Taste-wise.
I really
Taste-wise.
Taste-wise?
Yeah,
so, capers are technically flower buds that they then like pickle. So, capers.
Okay, that was an easier question than I thought it would be. Huh. I'll do better next time.
I've eaten daffodils before. They don't taste great.
They do not.
Also don't taste great.
I can vouch for that. Zoe, thank you for joining us today. That means, last but not least, we have the big bird herself. Sari!
The big bird? Hi! I'm Sarion. I'm a tank bird. I don't know. I'm also not very good at these things. I'm really happy to be here. I'm a streamer, if you can believe it. Wow! That is so surprising. I guess I do stream a lot of strategy and city builders. Chat is a menace, and I'm here. Also, Zeno disappeared from my VTuber studio, so that's a little worrisome. But other than that,
I noticed that too.
I'm still here. Don't worry.
I've got you on my... Xeno's off eating another star. God damn it.
Yeah.
I wonder if
love
like
you, little
Zeno dragged themselves off screen because we have to like everyone moves themselves around.
I'm pretty sure it's 'cause I'm dragging my mouse around in the tabletop sim, and it's just moving around the background.
Hey, look,
Sari,
it's sad. It's the menaces.
Sari, what's your favorite chainsaw brand for juggling? I don't know.
My
Didn't know-
what?
I didn't know what. Sorry, I started the sentence and I didn't know where the sentence was going to end, and like the words just added themselves in order.
I'm supposed to know chainsaw brands? I don't know. The one that works?
I reckon that's a good answer.
So maybe you want one that doesn't work if you're juggling them.
Well, where's the fun in that?
That depends on
What do
how
you
good you're at
mean?
juggling.
The safety features don't help me feel alive.
Oh, we're playing dead. Okay. Let me change my clothes. This is you after a chainsaw incident.
Just in a different color.
Milo just said very funnily, Care turned on keyboard autocomplete for his brain. Turned on? What do you mean? I've never been able to turn this off. There's an option for this? Hold up. This is how 90% of my streams go. I like open my mouth and then words appear and I don't know where they're coming from.
That's fair, honestly.
Sari, thank you for joining us.
What? That works?
The toggles?
Yeah.
Yeah, all toggles work. Absolutely.
Yeah, why not?
The only thing that doesn't work is you positioning yourself or making yourself bigger or smaller. That's the only thing that doesn't work.
No, like,
you-
I mean, my chat is doing that.
Oh,
Oh, hang on.
yeah, if you've got active chat redeems going, yeah, that usually works. Oh no. This is something I was fearing. The hat
I
is
guess I
going
could
to take over.
Actually, I guess people will probably do that on my end too. I remember some folks last time we did this tried to do it too.
Which reminds me, I haven't disabled my Streamloots cards for this.
Freaking menace. Oh my god. Well,
Beautiful.
I guess.
So
Please
our
don't
working-
bite. Wait, I can do this.
Our working theory here is that, like, you know how it is, VTubers and scuff, blah, 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 the old adage. But my working theory here is that mathematically, scuff increases exponentially the more VTubers you add. It's not additive at all. And
True.
as always, this proves to be correct, and I've now managed to pause my Streamloots cards. Cool. I'm very good at this.
Hey.
Let no one ever say that I don't run a
my God.
professional show.
Well, I like to think that the more scuff you have, the more legit and professional you are. Surely.
Oh yeah, that's how that works. Yeah, sure. We can go with that propaganda.
Oh man.
Like, I hope people believe this. Everybody, today we are starting season 2 for VTuber Board Game Night.
It begins.
Really quickly on the end of season 1, this is something that we talked like off show a little bit about.
them?
Oh no.
We're leaving them?
No.
Okay, we're leaving them.
So we're starting
Sorry.
season 2 today. Season 1 obviously going on like ending for various reasons. I'm really grateful to have had everyone there, and we're getting to keep Maria. Hurrah!
Hello. Yay!
The rest of the season 1 cast is still to be found in like various other collabs I'm doing. Maria's randomly finding an arm out of nowhere. Wonderful.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
But the KDM campaign ends with the whale eating everybody. Today,
Oh, rip.
it's actually a really cool ending. Today, we are going to be starting an entirely new game. We have Zoe, Zeno, Maria, and Sari joining us to begin Aeon Trespass. If you don't know how that game works, don't worry. None of these do either. And best of all, I don't either. I don't really. We are all going to be getting into this game and learning and playing this together. We have a tutorial prepared for everybody today that we're going to get into to show off the setting and to show off like some of the basic rules. That is the plan for today. Everybody, ready to get murdered by giant unspeakable horrors beyond comprehension?
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm here for.
Wait, what? I did not prepare.
I'm super ready, apparently.
The glasses, hell yeah.
Yo, believe in me that believe in the me that believes in you.
Hell
No.
yeah.
I'm going to shrink you all down. This way you all have like room for your shenanigans. Ha ha ha. Oh no, that's Maria. There we go. Okay. There we go. I think I've got everyone. You can all be a bit bigger. And Zoe can like not be stuck in this corner this much. Wonderful.
Free from the corner.
All right. So here is our table for Aeon, Trespass, Odyssey. There is many things on this table. Do not be alarmed. None of them make sense right now. This is something that will hopefully change. Yes.
I just got an achievement for playing the game for an hour without flipping the table. I feel like I deserve some praise for that, apparently.
Well done. Well done.
Very
It'd be
proud
really
of you.
bad if I flipped the table now.
I don't think you have permissions to do that is the good news. The good news is the button... Ah. So that does break all of the scripting and now nothing works anymore and that was...
Oh my god.
So that was an hour of setup that just disappeared. To be
Yep,
fair,
that was a
I
challenge.
did tempt fate, and that is on me.
Oh
You did ask for it, to be fair.
I probably should have clarified that was going to happen if you tried.
Oh no.
So we're moving back to the main screen real quick because now I have to redo all of this. I'm unshrinking you all. Oh, okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Let's see. This is salvageable. I have an early autosave that might work, but it probably isn't. Yeah, it doesn't work. I have to reset up the pure table again.
Oh?
No. No, it's not loading the scripting is the problem. Like, it loads the table, but the script that backs all of this up, that makes all of this run, is not going to be loading. I had prepared this table beforehand, and then I realized halfway through that it does not load those parts of it. So I do have to set it up raw. Oh, that's on me. Sometimes things are indeed my fault.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You said I wouldn't have permission to do it, so I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. And
Yeah,
then
that's
Ian said, oh, do you want to try it anyway? And I was like, oh, well, I mean...
Yeah, that's exactly why this is my fault and I'm not blaming you. I did just say I double dare you and then expected you not to. Like, that is not how this works.
But you did prove you wrong.
Correct.
That's true.
Very correct. But like, please, by no means should you feel sorry for that. Like, I do not want you to like feel sorry about that. That is my bullshit. I should have been prepared. I was not. You have caught me lacking.
Chat, I've been here for like 2 minutes and I fucked it all.
I've had
It's
weeks
okay.
No, I've had weeks to prepare for this, and I fucked that up. Like, you're fine. You're absolutely fine. However,
I love
I
moments
would,
like this.
I would kindly ask that you don't do that again. If at all possible. Also, I've lost Sari. Sari, you're no longer part of the board.
You did disconnect. I did see that.
I sent you another invite. I hope that works.
Zoe table flipped so
Zoe.
hard that I guess the table might have hit Siri and take them out of the game. I don't know.
Maybe?
Zoe, thank you for the gift subs. You don't have to do that. I mean it. Please.
I'm back. Maybe.
You are,
Oh.
maybe.
Yes, you're loading, you're
that
loading.
ping.
Right.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think...
Welcome to season 2, everybody. I will not be returning for the next episode, I fear.
What do
Had
you
a
mean?
friend
These are...
once in like a 4-hour Commander game and go like, oh shit, there's a flip card button at the top of the screen.
I have stared at that button for over a year.
Zeno, at what point do you go, accept the board state, accept the board state?
I mean, to be fair, at that point, I had been killed by Toxic, so I didn't care.
Ah, okay.
The game could burn.
I've restored order. It's fine again, I think. I think I fixed it. No, these are wonderful opening fireworks. This is what this is, right? Wonderful. What do you mean?
There's a button next to me, and I have the insane urge to press it.
What is the button next to you?
Because it's red.
Let me know
Open
what the
table
button
control
is.
panel.
Oh, you can press that, but there shouldn't, like nothing in there is things that you should activate. This is to like mess with the table itself.
Nothing happens if I'm so disappointed right now.
That's good. You've pressed the
I have
red
no
button.
permission.
You followed your impulse. That's the important part, right?
I feel like at the end of this, we're gonna get every permission taken away, and it's like, Kara, can I please have permission to roll the dice? Can I have that privilege back?
No.
Just this once, please. Please, sir, may I have a single dice?
No, Cam will roll for us. That's how it's
You know
going
what?
to
That's
be.
fair. We will no longer be playing the game. We are simply the VAs for this.
Yeah.
Furthen, another player in our Primal campaign just said, this just in, Care threatens guests with violence if they do not pay for him for their mistake. Yeah, Furthen, where's your payment? Furthen, where's your check, huh? No, obviously not. So, everybody, I'm going to throw us back over to the table, which hopefully isn't going to crack now. And then I'm going
Don't you
to
go too hard.
I'm going to re-shrink you all again. Now the ratios are entirely off, obviously. Like, now nothing works anymore, but that's okay. That is okay. Now everyone's like too small, too big, I don't know. We've got this. That's a huge hat. I love that hat. That's a wonderful hat. Did you know that?
Big hat. Yeah.
It is going to make reading cards very
I
exciting.
feel like I'm somehow bigger than everyone else.
Yeah, no, you're like a little more zoomed in.
Yeah.
Yay.
Is that better? Is that okay for everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right,
Double
wonderful.
check. I think that's a little more accurate.
Wonderful. So, welcome to the board for Aeon Trespass. As we go through the tutorial for the opening, you're going to be familiarized with what all of these things are. There's obviously a lot of elements. Looks intimidating at first, but don't worry. This game structures itself really, really nicely. Hopefully, anyway. It hopefully structures itself. Uh-oh.
Sorry,
Zoe.
I was reading the round summary sheet and I just see the doom step. Sorry.
Excuse me. No, Zoe. In this house, we do this correctly. It's the
What do you mean in tutorial except Sari? What?
step.
The doom step.
Something's supposed to happen for me.
No, what do you mean, man? Hold up.
What do you mean?
Let me give you all the opening. There's quite a bit of lore. This is a lore-driven cooperative campaign. This is a long-form board game. We will not be done today. We'll be playing the tutorial. And there's quite a lot of, like, world to discover and explore. Both in actual gameplay elements, as you are going to be, spoiler, moving around a boat through the ocean, discovering islands and places, but also in terms of what the setting is that you find yourself. So, here is the opening passage. For a long while, there was nothing. Then, excruciating pain. You awaken to the cold embrace of the old priest's wiry hands, his wrinkled face an unsung epic unto itself, his tired but fiery eyes telling you that that epic is not quite finished. Awaken, dear dreamer, there is need. Okay, there's a reason I don't do voices.
There appears to be a mysterious crow in the middle of my screen.
Oh.
One moment, I just need to move that over to one side. Okay, as you were saying, Kay.
I see somebody changed a model, or triggered a model change.
At first, there was nothing, and then a fucking crow out of nowhere.
I told you, they're a menace. My immersion.
I like the mustache. It's a nice touch.
Honestly, the whole time I thought that this was like some sort of role play thing going on. And like this was the character, and I was like, whoa, I'm invested in this bird. This narrator bird's sick.
I'm fucking dead. I can't anymore. At the dawn of the beginning of the universe, there was Crow.
What came first, the crow or the egg?
An answer long since sought, finally revealed. Behold, science.
Oh my god.
I'm actually in pain right now.
Same.
I mean, there was nothing, then excruciating pain.
True. Oh no. The fucking lo-fi in the background does not make this easier.
I have Expedition 33 music that makes it worse.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try this again.
Oh.
Take 3, 4, 7.
Take? I don't know. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, sorry, my dog is trying to climb on my lap because there's a thunderstorm outside. No,
Aw.
Suki. Oh, honey, don't. Suki,
Oh, goodness.
sit. Good dog. Okay. I'm gonna start from the beginning.
I'll be in your face again, bro.
It saves the location of every model that has already loaded into the collab. So now the bird
thank God.
is saved. Which means
Thank
original Sari will also hopefully be saved. We just have to cycle through all available models. Don't worry, this will be fine.
Oh, I can do that. Hold on, give me a second.
No,
Let me throw like
Sit.
12 models at the
Sit.
screen.
No. No. All right.
To a dog or us?
To Maria specifically.
Hold on, you won't expect this model though. I have one
Welcome
surprise
to-
model for you.
Welcome to VTuber Board Game Night Season 2, where we click and train VTubers. And that's it. That's all we're doing.
Oh. Who's
He's
gone missing?
disappeared.
What's going to happen?
Oh, Nana!
Oh, Nana, but not all the same.
Different VTuber.
Hold on, let me go drag her out of bed really quick.
No, let her sleep. Let the poor bird sleep. More birds, by the way. More birds is good.
More birds are always good.
Okay, I'm going back.
I'm switching back to duck. There. Well, that did not do that. Oh, there we go. All right. All right. I'm just going to try this again. For a long while, there was nothing. Then excruciating pain. You awaken to the cold embrace of the old priest's wiry hands, his wrinkled face an unsung epic unto itself, his tired but fiery eyes telling you that that epic is not quite finished. Awaken, dreamer! There is need! You are rushed to the half-lit corridors, sandals clanging on the metal floor, hurried shouts cheering you on. You enter a giant round room the priest called the Union Balanian. Green liquid pours from bronze pipes and into a large pool in the middle. Long, thick roots hang from the ceiling, each tipped with a metallic spike. Is there a tree, you wonder absent-mindedly? The old priest does not waste time. Hackathon comes! It crawled onto the ship when we entered the shallows. We are the flame it wants to extinguish. Let it not! Dive into the pool, O Argonaut, and dream the dream of power. Though you have many questions, you recognize the immediacy of the old man's plea. You submerge into the emerald waters. The liquid is warm and soothing. Suddenly, you feel elated and terrified. As another consciousness makes its presence known, you start to lose your sense of self. You feel that other more palpably now, simple, unrefined, raw, and primal. The tremendous power of a titan. How do I control it? Learn through struggle. The last words of the priest are drowned by the mighty bellowing roar of the hackathon. Welcome to Aeon Trespass Odyssey. Aeon Trespass Odyssey is a game about adventure, exploration, and fierce battles with giant monsters. It's a cooperative board game experience for 1 through 4 players played over multiple sessions, making up a campaign called a cycle. It combines elements of adventure and civilization building games. You'll travel around ancient Greece on board a giant ship called the Argo. Go on adventures, develop new technologies, craft new weapons and gear, train your Argonauts, create new titans, do battle with primals, and much, much more. On the next pages, you'll find instructions how to tutorial, blah, 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 tutorial. So, let's start with a couple of simple tours around the board so that you can all familiarize yourself with a bit of the environment that you find yourself in. For those of you new to Tabletop Simulator, if you press tab, you can ping. Unfortunately, this is a gray background and my ping is gray, so good luck, everybody.
I didn't know that. This is the first time I've learned how to ping, and I've been here for a year.
Wait,
12 episodes, yeah. I was about to say, like, we've been doing this regularly in KDM. Did you think this was like magic?
I had no idea how to do it. I thought I asked once and I never got an answer.
I'm so sorry.
I'm stuck in the tab menu now.
Press F1. Press F1 when that happens.
Yay!
F1 gets you back to like normal grabby mode. This happens a lot. You will be pressing F1 a lot.
Okay.
So at the very top, because you never knew how to ping. That's why. At the very top of the board, at the very northern part, you see 2 giant beige sheets of paper, kind of floating in midair, right?
Oh, these ones. Oh, God.
Yeah.
This is your campaign. The left part is the Argo. This is your vessel. This is the boat that you're on. If you want to get like a rough impression, I think I linked this image to all of you. But down here, there's like an image of a very big boat surrounded by very, very small boats. That is the Argo. That's the boat that you're on. Giant city-sized monstrosity. On this Argo sheet, you'll see like quite a lot of things. For now, the things that are relevant are that your Argo has hull capacity up here, and it has crew. Think of these as HP. If either of these goes to 0, you lose. The campaign is over. Either the ship falls apart. Because this game is kind of brutal. Don't worry, we'll be setting this up as we go along. So, if your hull drops to 0, the Argo breaks open, the people still inside spill out into the unforgiving cold waters, eaten by Scylla and or Charybdis around, you know, giant sea monsters. If your crew runs to 0, this monstrosity of a ship now lies dead in the water, unable to travel further as there are no more people to man the pumps, the engines, no more people to grow food, and in general, like, be helpful on the ship anymore. These are your two big main stats. Make sure that you always have crew and that you always have some hull remaining so you can continue on your travels. There's a lot of other elements that we're going to be talking about as they come up, but for now, these are the two big important ones.
Big Jeff.
On the very right side, the right paper, this is your journey. This is your journal. God damn it. So, I lost my train of thought. God damn it.
Sorry. I was like, wait, this stands out from everything else. Why is this here?
Wait, what exactly? What did you find?
Oh, I'm Big Jeff.
Titans, Big Jeff. Okay, I would guess that was Zoe, I reckon.
No, there's no way you could possibly know that. I demand a fair trial.
Also, there's like the first thing that caught my eye is this choice matrix board. It looks like the most eternal, like old folks bingo card I've ever seen.
So welcome to VTuber Boardgame Night, where I tricked you. We're not actually playing Aeon Trespass. We're playing Eterna Bingo. You're all here for the next 3 years until this concludes. Welcome to hell.
I knew there was a catch.
No, so the left side is your voyage timeline. Every single one of these lines is a day. Maria, don't worry. Maria might be familiar with like days or years in KDM as a session. It's not quite as heavy here. One of these lines can be 5 to 10 minutes, maybe.
You mean we can't have 80 sessions? I'm so disappointed.
Well, so you might see that this somewhere says cycle 1, like at the top, Argo Sheet cycle 1, Truth of the Labyrinth. The campaign in Aeon Trespass is broken down into cycles. There's 5 of those. The book for cycle 1 is 120 pages of pure story. That's only cycle 1, so, you know, we can.
All right, I'm here for it. Let's log in.
Yeah,
Let's get the lore.
Hell yeah.
I will tell you right now, the scope for season 2 is cycle 1. Because none of you need to like sign your soul over to this stupid show, right? So we'll see where this ends up.
But I was about to say, I've already. What do you mean? Why am I here if I didn't sign my soul over?
2 of you have not.
What the hell?
2 of you have not signed over their souls yet. So, but like the thing that I want to do is I want to go through cycle 1 and let's go through the tutorial first. Let's figure out whether we can make it through the tutorial first. We've not even made it through the intro without breaking the fucking thing, so you know. Baby steps, everybody, baby steps. As I was saying, the left side is your voyage timeline. The tutorial, the thing that I want to cover today, hopefully, is going to be the first 6 days. So you see like T0, T6, that stands for tutorial. The proper campaign begins at 0, so like this is simultaneously the end as well as the beginning. Expect to do a couple of days per session, but really we can break whenever. The right side, the choice matrix, Eterna Bingo, is when story events happen, they will oftentimes ask you to make a choice. And every choice is good and bad at the same time. But this is your path through the narrative. Later decisions will oftentimes ask you like, hey, what did you pick then and there? And obviously, you won't remember. I won't remember. So they ask you to like check boxes. And then they go like, hey, if you make decision A9, then the siren eats you. Congratulations. Things like that, right? So this is your path through cycle 1. You can see there is many choices. Good luck. We also have the little nap tide here. We're likely not going to be using that because we're not playing on a physical board. This is more for like bookkeeping when you have to put the thing away at the end of the day. So that you like always remember what tiles you had out. We can just make a save, that's easier. And boons and afflictions are things that you get along the way. Feel free to take notes in this. And I hope it works this time, because last time it didn't. So, we have a couple of like funny problems with this board already, but we'll get to those when we get to those. Now, let me introduce you to a couple of the other pieces. I at the very opposite side of that board, at the very south, we have your little player areas. I'm going to take all these figures away from you. Don't worry, you'll get them back in a second. You have 3 things in front of you right now. First of all is a player sheet. This is to keep track of your Argonaut. Fun fact, if you write something on there, I don't see it. For some reason, these don't work. We don't know why. Other people also can't see it until I save and load the table again, and then I can see all the smut that you wrote.
Wow.
Damn.
So
Can't be
we haven't found a
secret.
way to fix this in pre-production. I'm sorry. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Your player page has a lot of things on it. Most importantly, it has skills: courage, cunning, endurance, fury, will, and wisdom. These are the stats of your Argonaut, the character that you're going to be playing. These will increase over the course of a campaign, hopefully not decrease, and they all start at 0. For example, we have 9 Argonauts for you to pick from. I'm going to put them in the middle over here. There is these 9. All of them come with a stat already raised. Hold up. Why is there only 9? We're missing some. Hold up. That's on me.
Character designs are fire.
We're missing these.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Oh, get these guys out of here. I want the other ones.
No, these are cringe.
So, sorry about that. I had forgotten to put these on the board. So there are blanks that the game highly encourages you to pick. Like, they really want you to pick, like, hey, make your own Argonaut.
That's cute.
That
So
is really cute.
I figured, listen, you can all have your own card. One of these is not like the other. One of these is a little bit more goobery than the others. But I really, really adore this little picture, so this is adorable.
Okay, but what if we trade cards with somebody?
Oh, true.
So I
anticipate. Thanks.
I anticipated that. That is why they at the bottom only say Argonaut and not the actual person's name.
No, I've been abducted.
I was taking this one. Excuse me.
I am not going to force you to pick your own character. Like, you don't have to do that. You can do what you wish as long as everyone is, like, on board with that switch.
Mine.
I'm getting literally
I want more
thrown around the
carrots.
table.
Oh, hey, wait, you snatched it out of my hand. Excuse me. No, it's mine. You can't have it.
This is the story of Sky Pirate, Zoe. There we go.
It's like the physical embodiment of like a 35-year-old and a 6-year-old fighting over a Pokemon box at a grocery store.
The Costco experience.
Absolutely. I do need you to pick them because we can't proceed otherwise.
Alright, sorry, Dad. We got it.
Yeah. It's okay.
We figured it out in the end.
Children, I swear. Harry's the Charizard card we all want. You know what the worst
Like,
part
guys,
about that is, Aldous?
Got it.
You know,
They kind of look like us.
weird, right?
Isn't it?
No, I don't see it.
Oh, you mean like the VTubers? Wait, that's funny. Wait. So, I'm gonna put these away. These were just for demonstration purposes. I figured we'd pick them.
Very good art, though.
Yeah, right. Like, whoever like designed these like really did a good job.
Kudos to them. Applause.
Would be a shame if like
It's really
the person that made these cards didn't actually ask for permission before they made them. Would be a shame if I got really. Would be a shame if I got
Ask for
really
forgiveness, not
angry
permission.
DMs.
Oh.
Where was I? Ah, yes, we were doing shenanigans. So, you have your Argonaut card, and next to your Argonaut, you also have a really weird thing. This is a Triskelion. The Triskelion is that weird, like, dial thing that you have at the bottom there. And it has 3 stats on it. Rage, Fate, and Danger. I'm going to give you a very brief overview of what these are. but I'm going to be repeating this a lot. This is actually a really good point to tell you. If you at any point have a question about how anything works, it doesn't matter whether this was explained a minute ago or whether this is the 10th time we're explaining it. Please ask. At the beginning, games like this are always impossibly complex, and none of us can hold these informations in our head, all of them at the same time. It's impossible. So do not be embarrassed.
Good that you say that, because question, how do I zoom in on something?
So you can pick it up and then like hold Alt. Just if you hover over it, hold Alt, it makes it big in front of you, and then scroll wheel makes it bigger or smaller as well. This is also the best way to read a card. If you just hover over it, hold Alt, and then mouse wheel it until it's bigger or smaller so you can read it.
Speaking of the questions, I asked Care how to do combat every KDM session.
Yes, that is true.
Every time.
Yes, that is true. And you know what? I not once minded going over it again, because I usually had to do it exactly once at the start, and then it immediately clicked again. KDM was like once a month. So if you do something once a month, getting that into your head permanently is kind of difficult, especially if it's that complex, right? So like, but I do mean this. I do absolutely mean this. By all means, do not be afraid to ask. I always want that option open to all of you. Ask your questions. Fine. The Triskelion itself is going to be the main way that you interact with the game. Rage, Fate, and Danger are both both, yeah, cool. Are all three values that start at 0. You can left-click them to increment them by 1. You can right-click them to decrement them by 1. These all do different things. Rage is a thing that happens to you in combat. As you fight, you get more and more angry with what happens. The way that actually works, we'll explain. But Rage does a lot of things for you. Fate is a resource that you can spend when you're rolling die and you don't like the outcome. You can spend 1 Fate to re-roll a die. You can actually do that to however many dice you want at the same time. If you roll 4 dice and you don't like 3 of those, you spend 3 Fate. Danger is kind of the damage you take, the stress you take on when you get hit, when you get hurt, when you get put under stress, your danger level rises. This has various effects. The important thing here is that if any of these values ever go above 9, then your Titan dies if you're in combat. If any of those ever go above 9 outside of combat, then your Argonaut dies.
Oh.
And that is supposed to be a very rare thing. That's not supposed to be happening. We're not playing Kingdom Death this time. But it can happen. When that happens, you're not out of the game. You just get a new Argonaut. So I will make this card but put a mustache on you. I can't wait for Signor Seri to join. This is going to be great. I actually have these cards prepped already.
Amazing.
But this is supposed to be a rare thing. Don't worry about that too much. Your Titans, however, those dying, that's not rare at all. Those will go down a lot. The one thing that you do not have in front of you... Oh, yeah, and last but not least, the only way to reset these values is after you have fought an enemy, after you fought one of the primordials, all of your values reset to 0. Other than that, there does not seem to be a good way to reset these down to 0. So be careful with these stats. The more rage you have, the more powerful you become, but if you go above 9, there you go. That's the Titan falling to madness, losing itself in like the battle lust, just going at the enemy and getting torn to shreds because it forgets about its defense. That is one scenario, right? So, I speak of Titans. In front of me, there are 4 Titans. These are all named, and that's kind of cute, but in reality, these are all the same Titan. You can see they all have a name at the top, and then they have a class at the bottom. These are all Dreamwalker Titans. They all have the same abilities, they all do the same thing, but the images for them are different. By default, they're just assigned from left to right, and I figured, that's boring, let them fight over it. So, instead of just assigning them like that, everyone, pick one.
It spins.
What is this maneuver?
The spinning maneuver. Well, that was remarkably bloodless. No one died, huh? Okay. Spin!
To be fair, they all look pretty cool.
Yeah, they all have a really solid vibe about them.
I am. So these Dreamwalker Titans are very, very basic Titans. And you will have a lot of these. In fact, I think you start with like 10 of these. However, over the course of the game, you will find and like breed new Titans as well. And they get remarkably different. Completely different. There are some insanely good designs. I'm not going to show you them because this is like a thing to work towards, a thing to discover as you go on. This game has a lot of these elements that you're just supposed to be discovering. And because we're playing this like on like VTuber live stream thingies, I'm going to add a couple more things that you're going to discover as you go. For example, when I present you with an event, normally you're supposed to see, hey, there's two options. Option 1 does this, option 2 does this. You're not going to be seeing these. I'm going to tell you the options. I'm not going to tell you what they do. You're going to be blind picking these because I think that's more narratively fun.
I like that.
If there are some really bad outcomes that will massively impact your character, like, oh, you pick this, you gain 1 more danger, now you die, I will tell you that beforehand. I'm not here to fight with you. I'm not your enemy. I'm not here to, like, ruin your character and kill you. That's not how I play. We're here to, like, tell a story together. So we're going to be playing together. But I think it's more interesting if you just don't see what's happening, because your characters wouldn't know either, right?
That's true.
Right. So with everything picked and placed in front of you, I have to scroll a little. There's that. Blah, 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 blah. Hold up, I'm still scrolling. I've prepared like lines in the rulebook that I'm going to be going through to introduce this to you all. However, the document that I prepared this in doesn't load anymore, so now I have an unmarked version of the rulebook in front of me. This is going great.
Of course. I mean, let's be real. Did anyone expect anything else?
No, really. I mean, I kind of hoped. I hoped that, hey, it's a new season. Maybe we can be like more, you know, more something about this. But no, we cannot. So, you've seen like the very basics that you're going to interact with. Just for Unity's sake, I'm going to annoy all of you and like change where all of your stuff is arranged, just so that I have everything where I need it to be. Apologies. Oh. No, this is not you doing it wrong. This is me just like expecting you to magically know where everything goes, and like, how could you? Mm-hmm. So, you have everything prepared in front of you. Now we begin. The hackathon has broken through Argo's outer defenses. In its wake lies a serpentine path of broken shields and dreams. The hackathon's monstrous roar merge with a blaring of sirens and screech of bent metal, resulting in a cacophonic dirge. It's getting closer. Many brave warriors gave their lives to lead you to the control column garden. To you. You feel the Titan's heartbeat quicken. Its chiseled body becomes soaked with sweat. Can this awesome being of raw power even feel fear? Or is that all you? Giant muscles flex, and the Titan crouches, ready to pounce. The hackathon comes. Oh.
From this description, I feel like the narrator's kind of into this guy. Like, you described his muscles like 3 times.
So, like, to elaborate on that, if you look at this creature over here, this is the hackathon, right?
Oh, never mind. I see why.
He's the handyman.
Like, I'm into this. This is like 100 hand drops per hour. Like, this is like, how can you not be into this?
True.
Welcome to the man of many hands.
This is already so much more unhinged. I guess we threw any amount of hingedness away with the little promo image.
Yeah, like I kind of like in terms of like hinges, I want like the people here to know that hinges exist, but we don't have to live in the same zip code as hinges, right?
I mean, one of the first things I said was, "That's a penis."
True. Very true. Alec, the important part is
multiplied.
True. That everyone started posting penis images. Like everyone just be as
I
you
want
are.
everyone
That's
to
the
know
important part.
that I was not like this. Karen and I unlocked my unhinged arc, and it's solely his fault.
You know when you like watch someone for many years and like you follow their content and like they're this like calm and sweet person, sometimes a little bit gremlinly, but usually like this really sweet on like camera personality. And then you message them and they somehow reply yes to your collab invite and you don't know what the fuck happened. And then the first group chat you have with them, they just go like, "That's a penis," and you're like, "Oh."
All right, I see how things have been established now.
Are you familiar with the phrase "never meet your heroes," chat? You should, especially if your hero is Sari. You should.
Also, I'm sorry, chat is demanding. Sorry, continue. Moving on.
We all have to do this, right? I'm not good at this. Sari was like this when I showed up. Yeah, that's fair. All right.
I don't know when the Kremlin, but it's here to stay. Ooh, that was a good one.
That is a good one, yeah.
I haven't done that in, I feel like a year at this point.
Okay. Zeno, Zoe, would you like to contribute? You don't have to, by the way.
I've done this before. If you want to find it, go to my channel and just search through the clips. It's in there somewhere.
Wow.
That's the challenge.
Gatekeeping the ada.
No,
Damn.
effectively shilling for your own content. Please do more of that.
Exactly.
Honestly, I'm already sold on him. He hasn't.
Zeno's voice is insane, right? Don't let
Right?
him hear me say that. Like, he can't know this.
The first time
It's
I heard
so
it was
good.
when he joined call, and I was like, "Oh, hello."
Oh, yeah.
I was like
Yeah.
sold. I was like, yep. That's
Uh-huh.
8 a.m. No sleep. Coffee time.
Oh, no.
Yo, I
oh,
can roll
no.
with that too, actually. Hold on.
Holy shit! Maria. Maria doing this always catches me off guard. It always hits me. It always hits me. Anyway, you're all lovely. You know that? I don't want this to be a ranking. You're all bloody lovely. So, video
I
about
love
the
everyone
tabletop
already.
game. Right? This will change. Don't worry. This will change.
I see.
So, this is the hackathon. This is the creature that you're going to be fighting.
Okay, did you just take my pen away from me? Why can't
Yes.
I take the pen anymore?
Yes, I did. I
Okay.
just changed permissions to no longer allow drawing because I realized what I had let slip.
Oh.
I don't even
you
get
know-
to play with all the toys that people get taken away from me. It's so rude.
Imagine this. You're out on a long day trip with like some friends, and all of a sudden, there's this cold shiver that runs down your spine as you realize your home is completely left unguarded. You left the iron on, you left the oven on, your cat's on fire, and there is no way that you're getting home in time in order to fix any of these things. Like your skin starts getting paler, sweat starts getting colder, as you feel unwell, your stomach churning, you look left and right trying to escape, trying to make it home to avert disaster, yet you cannot. Are you familiar with that feeling at all? Because that's what I felt when I saw that pen.
I was just drawing dicks in the corner.
Yes.
Jeez.
Something's wrong. No, you know what?
That
I
gave
will
me
give
just
this back to
such
you.
a horrendous idea just now.
I will
won't
give
act
this
on
back
it.
to you. There, you have your pen again. Please, by all means, express yourself. Be your artistic self. There we go. Just do me a favor. Don't draw on the boards. I need that. One other thing that I'll warn you all about real quickly. Erasing the jokes real quick. At the top left, there's a rewind button. Please, under no circumstances, touch this. It resets the board back to an earlier state. You're supposed to do this if someone crashes the table, and then... actually, can I just turn this off?
Wait, where is
We
it?
don't have that button.
Thank fuck
yeah, we
for
don't have
that. That's great. Okay, cool.
Wait, how do I disable the pin now that I just click grab.
F1
F1. Yes.
Yeah.
I finally got to use the F1 key.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Alright, so. This is the hackathon. Many people have died in order to lure it into this columned garden that you see here, where you will be fighting it. I'm going to take your little miniatures, and I'm going to place them on the starting locations there. Everyone take note of where they're going. Here we go. And you are going to be fighting this creature. The beginning of the tutorial is very scripted in order to teach you basics of how to interact with this. But once that is done, we are going to go into full, you now have to take it down, do your best mode. Okay? So, we will start with the Triskelion that you already have. Make sure that all of the values on it are at 0. Everything on it at 0. There we go.
Sorry.
There's some real sea monsters in the water now. Some fleet willies. That's a frog. Oh, frog.
Oh, it's so cute.
The frog is adorable. What the
A
hell?
Mogus. God damn it. So cute. Beautiful. Can you believe that in 22 episodes of season 1, this was never a thing that happened? No one ever tried to draw anything?
Really?
Over 1.5 years of this with 4 people with no whimsy in their soul. Nothing. No one ever tried.
Whoa.
Fork. No one ever tried.
I think in defense of all them, everyone was in such a bad time zone that like everyone was absolutely exhausted.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, I thought it would only erase my...
Sari has erased all vector lines.
I thought it was fine.
Betrayal.
Siri just looked at that frog and was like, "You will perish today."
I just wanted to delete mine. No.
You heard it here first, everyone. Sari hates frogs.
No. No.
So when's the frog dog coming to the campaign?
No, never. We're never dealing with Frog Dog ever again. No. Never happening. No. Fuck that creature.
Oh.
Wait, hold on.
Fork banished to Shadow.
I'm sorry. No. Try it again, please. I will.
Your bloodlust isn't slaked yet? Do you wish to slay this innocent creature again? For your sick amusement. Oh, draw it again, she says.
I want to give it a heart.
You can stab that too?
Wow! I just want to give it a heart.
Okay.
That looks like a butt. Well, whatever.
Well, it now has a butt. That's important too.
Butts are important. Everyone needs a butt.
Okay.
There we go.
I will start this tutorial eventually. We'll get there. All right. Okay, so. Oh no. What's happening now? I can't look away from my main, I cannot look away from my main screen. The second I look away to find my spot in the document, something happens. Oh no, this is hurting cats all over again. Why am I confused by that? Every single show is like this. Why does this still confuse me?
I have a friend.
Sorry. I didn't mean to flip you off. Pay no attention to that I might have searched frog. I'd put one on Xeno, but I can't because they're not on my screen.
He's just gone.
So, you all ready? Shall we begin?
Yes. I'm
Let's do
super
this.
ready.
All right.
Let's make it happen.
So I'm going to go through the beginning of this tutorial with you all. In Aeon Trespass Odyssey, all board measurements are expressed in board spaces. So as you're moving, you will always be moving spaces. There are no diagonals in the game at all. You always measure in cardinal directions. So left, right, up,
So
down.
like this.
Yes, exactly. So for example, if something tells you that you can go 3 spaces, you can't go diagonal. It's always going to be 1, 2, 3. Right? You always measure one after another. That's true for basically every state of the game. That's true for enemies as well. If there is more than one viable way to like move, it's up to you to decide how to move like this. You get to decide like your movement paths, right? We're gonna begin this fight like most fights begin, with the primordial going first. This creature here is going to be moving through its turn. Normally, a turn in Aeon Trespass is done by you flipping cards and then making decisions based off of those. I am going to be doing all of that. So, in a normal game of Aeon Trespass, if, let's say, the Hackathon can attack one of two enemies, you get to decide for it to attack the one that's less injured, maybe, the one that's more advantageous for you. We're not doing that, because I will make these decisions based on principles that might not make sense. That's okay. Hee hee. Hee hee hee. That's actually the...
He has too much power.
Did you just flick it? Please don't flick anything on the board. Please don't do that.
Sorry, Dad.
Of course it was Zoe. I didn't even know it was you.
I'm gonna take my hands off the keyboard for a little bit. I'm just
She's a
By the end of
menace.
this, we're all gonna be handcuffed to our chairs.
No, I think it might just be.
You know what, Zeno?
It might just be Zoe.
I think with any other group that would be a solution, but if I give you access to handcuffs, I shudder to think what would happen. I shudder to think what could happen with that. I don't think you can be trusted with that either.
No trust at all.
Nope. I had trust.
Telling other people
I had trust in you 90 minutes ago. And then we start. No, this is already wonderful. Let me not complain. So, each of these primordials is represented by this sheet down here, or by a sheet like this. This is the hackathons. Every primordial has a different difficulty level. You can see here there's a 0, a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4. We're going to be dealing with a difficulty 0 hackathon today, which means everything below that isn't relevant for now. So what we know about this hackathon is that it has 5 movement. That's this value down there, so it moves 5 tiles. It can move 5 tiles. We know that it has a punch value of 7+. We'll get to what that means. A thingy, like a foot value of 6. Oh no, don't. And it has 6 hearts. This is 6 HP. It also has the traits Friendly Warning. Friendly Warning means that all knockbacks performed by the hackathon are reduced by 2. This is a tutorial fight. It's knocking you less far than it could. In higher levels, for example level 1, you can see that it has more hearts, but everything else is the same. In level 2, it loses that Friendly Warning and gains a fist for a fist. Don't. And the trait Clever Boy. Don't. I picked the wrong game. So.
Never meet your heroes.
So, the hackathon acts first. Normally, we would be drawing AI cards. Over here, this is its AI deck. This entire thing over on the bottom left side of the board. You would be drawing the top card of the deck, flipping it open, and then seeing what the creature does. Because this is a tutorial, we're rigging this slightly, and we're going to make it open with a specific card called Cold Open. This is the card that it begins with. So this is what it's going to do for its turn. On this card, we can see a couple of things. First of all, we can see that it's a primordial card at the top here. We can see its card level. So it's a level 1 attack, very low level. We can see the evasion stats of it, which is this die symbol and then the 6+. How that works, we'll get to in a second as well. We can see how it's targeting. So in this case, it's going to look for the closest Titan in front that is also in range. If we look at this hackathon right now, who would that be? Everyone that's in front is everyone on this side of the board. So just flat out, unlimited range, everyone in front of it. that would be this Herodotus and Solon, who I'm about to rename because this is going to be so much easier for me. Zeno, you're green, right?
Yeah.
Well, this is not
Also,
Zeno.
I would like to point out, I think it was facing south before, and then we flicked it, and now it's looking at me.
I have now fixed it. I hope. I also
I see
misspelled
the rascal.
Zoe.
I see the rascal.
I'm just going to rename everyone really quickly just so that I have them all. Okay, Maria already managed to unname herself and then wrote Titan 2 in the description. This has gone well.
I didn't do that. That's the thing. I haven't written anything there. I've written something somewhere, but that was somewhere else.
I don't know whether I believe that, but that's okay.
I can show you my card.
No, Zoe, please stop doing that. Like, no, this is really, really, really difficult to deal with. Okay, that just flat out doesn't work now. That's great. This doesn't work, does it? Can you undo that? Because I cannot.
How does...
Oh, the size change?
Yeah, who did that?
Button to turn it down.
You should be able to mouse over and hit minus.
I cannot. And the scale down doesn't work either. Okay. Can I fix that otherwise without reloading the entire table again? No, I can't. Please don't fuck with game elements unless you know what they do or unless you know how to undo it. And even then, please don't.
Sorry.
I can't actually fix this. So, the duplicate has the same size. How did you make that bigger? Would the inverse process work? I
right-clicked it and it said scale, but clicking down does not change it at all for some reason.
Yeah, that's exactly the problem that I'm facing.
Is there not like a list of game objects? I see objects at the top, but I can't click it, which is probably for the best.
Object at the top is your saved library of things. And this is not part of that, obviously. So no, there is not. Every object here is usually a one-off. So what we're gonna do is maybe, hopefully, searching an element in the other one and praying that this works. One other reason why I don't want to go into other game objects is because a lot of these contain spoilers, narratively. Like, a lot of these are locked boxes you're not supposed to look into. And because this is also my first time playing through this, I don't want to be spoiled on them either. It turns out this is not a thing we can just reproduce like that. So now I have to...
If you want, I could go into a... I don't know if this would affect anything, but I could go into like a separate instance of the game, save it as an object, and bring it here.
That's kind of what I'm trying to do right now. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm just trying to do it from menu. I have found them. I forgot what the original name for the creature is. Is this Herodotus?
Herodotus.
Yeah, Herodotus.
So this might have broken something. This might have broken some scripting. I have no way of telling whether it has. Because I don't know whether these figures are attached to anything. I'm not familiar with the table. We'll find this out in about 20 hours from now, I reckon. When, like, something miraculously doesn't work because we had to replace a figure. We had to replace the picture of the coconut. Alright. I think that's it. Hopefully? Maybe? Bloody knows. Alright, so back to the problem at hand. At hand, get it? Because it has many, many hands.
Again, the handyman. They are here. They're here to say hello. They're here to give you a hand.
Welcome to VTuber Scuff Issues. No. Scuff is when things happen to you. This is man-made scuff. Artisan scuff, so to speak. So, cold open. We can see it targets the closest Titan in front. If we look where it's facing down. That's the way it's supposed to be facing anyway. So it can target either Zoe or Sari. One of the two. It has a second targeting condition in case there's no one for the first one. It targets any Titan in sight, but that doesn't matter because the first one is already fulfilled. So it will pick one of you two. After it has picked that, it will move an attack, and then there is many funny symbols there. So, let's figure out what happens. It is going to pick a target, and the target it's going to pick is Sari. It's going to
shit.
for you.
Uh-oh.
So it's going to move as much as it can, or as much as it needs to. It has arrived next to you. And it is now going to attempt to resolve the rest of the AI card. So, there we go. I now need to scroll again. Excuse me. So, once the target is chosen,
it's
proceed.
okay. It's just giving me a hand.
Yeah, exactly. It'll all work out.
It'll be fine. So, once the target is chosen, proceed to the move and attack section of the AI card. Primordials always travel along the shortest path. It has reached its target very easily, and now the rulebook literally says the phrase, "It's punching time." Wonderful.
Time.
Direct quote.
Punch me.
In Aeon Trespass Odyssey, you do not roll to see if an attack hits. Rather, you roll to see if you could evade the hits in time. The player controlling the target Titan, which is me, but in this case the player getting attacked, rolls a number of d10s equal to the evasion die value on the AI card. If you look at the AI card here, it says there are 4 die up there, right? So Sari, you now get 4 d10s. These 4.
Okay.
There they are. In fact, I'm going to fashion all of you with your own, set of these.
Oh, sick.
You all have your own. There we go.
Let's
Neat.
go.
One thing that's important is that every time you roll d10s, every single time, no matter what happens, you roll at least one of them as a white die. That is your critical die. This one matters a lot. If you only roll 1 die for a test, then it's always 1 white die. If you roll 2, there's 1 black and 1 white. There's always 1 white die in there.
Huh?
So, Sari, if you take a die and press R for roll, you could not. No, don't grab them. So the way that you do this is you box them like in an RTS. Grab
like
all 4 of them. Exactly. So a 9, a 7, another 7, and a 1. This is actually an insane roll, because if you look at the cold open hand again, it says 6 or higher on it, 6+. If you manage to roll a 6+, you dodge the attack. So out of the 4 punches it throws at you, 3 of those you dodge and weave and get out of the way. It's unable to connect with you through whatever reason. But one of the hands on its back, there are so many to keep track of, right? Like one of them catches you astray and connects with you. So, then we look at the bottom of this. You see where it says move and attack? There's also another symbol there. It says, for the fate symbol, 3 or more, +1. If your fate is higher than 3, obviously you all are at 0, you actually get attacked 1 more time. The more fate you have, the more you've tempted fate before, the more fate wants to get back at you, right? Think of this as Final Destination. You've run away from death, now death is trying to get you. The more that you cheat fate, the more fate is going to try to cheat you back. So if you have really high fate, it's going to get another attack in. But that's not the case here, and now it just says each hit deals 1 danger. So, on your Triskelion, increase your danger level by 1.
Siri is officially in the danger zone.
I'm in danger. Yeah, my crows will get back at this.
Oh no, they're flocking already. Whenever you get dealt danger as part of an attack, so whenever something like this happens, You now have to draw a card from the trauma deck. The trauma deck is located at the very, very top of the board. You see 4 traumas here: minor, major, grave, and obol. To explain how this works, if you go back to your own little Titan that you have, you see you have a trauma board there as well. It's in red, the big red card.
Oh, yeah.
And it will tell you, from 1, 2, or 3, you draw a minor trauma. So now your value is at 1, that means you draw a minor trauma. If you ever get to 4, 5, or 6, you draw a major one. At 7, 8, or 9, you draw a grave one, and at 10 plus, you draw an obol card. The obol, like the coin that it is named after, has 2 cards in it. Both of them are very, very fun. I will show them to you. They are you live or you die.
Oh no.
Oh.
It is literally just flipping one of the coins you would give to the ferryman of the dead to get you across the river. You just flip one of them and then you see what happens. Different
Very straightforward,
Titans,
actually.
right?
I like
Different
that.
Titans have very different trauma boards. There are Titans that are really, really tanky. There are Titans that are really not. There is one Titan which on 1 draws an obol card and on anything else doesn't. So that if they ever like stub their toe, they die. Potentially.
That's crazy.
So whenever you take trauma as part of an attack specifically, you draw a trauma card like this. So Sari, you just took one of these.
Yes.
And you are going to take one of these traumas. The tutorial actually tries to rig this in your favor. The tutorial will tell you, no matter what you rolled, take 1. Take only 1. You managed to roll that naturally. In our trial game of this, my trial person rolled 4 dodges, and they felt really cheated by the tutorial. They actually got out. Once again, though, because of tutorial, you're not going to draw a random card here. It's going to pretend like, hey, this is the card that you draw. Like, there we go. So, Sari, randomly off the top of the deck, draw a card.
Do I just...
That's
How do I just...
So the way that you draw this is by clicking and dragging quickly. If you hold click, then it's going to pick up the entire deck. And now you press
then I
F
just-
for flip. Aha!
Yippee!
You've pulled Kratos' Whisper. The Moirae are watching. Gain 1... What's that? That's Rage, right? Gain 1
I think that's
Ultramarine.
Fade.
That is Rage.
Oh, that is Rage, yeah.
So these trauma decks have beneficial effects in them, but also detrimental effects. Obviously, trauma isn't necessarily good. The minor trauma is small buffs and small debuffs. Major trauma, bigger debuffs, but also bigger opportunities. The grave trauma deck is like huge openings. Imagine you're taking a spear to the abdomen just because that makes the other one stuck in place so now your allies can hit them. Stuff like this, right? Bigger wounds lead to bigger opportunities, but also to bigger wounds, funnily enough. So the deeper you get
I
into
like
these, the bigger the effects become. But they can be good. Like in this case, you gain 1 rage. So, we're going to put this at the bottom of the deck, now that you've resolved it. And that is it. One thing that does happen is that whatever Titan has the highest rage gains the priority target token. Like, you're the most enraged, the loudest of the Titans on the board, and therefore the hackathon is more aware of you. This priority target token means that if there's ever a tie in between you getting attacked or someone else getting attacked, you are now going to get attacked. This is the tiebreaker token. Unlike in
God damn
KDM,
it.
where priority target means you are the one getting attacked. No matter what happens. No, this is just the tiebreaker. We've done that, and now let's resolve the rest of the card really quickly. Because at the bottom it says, after attack, push back 3. Pushback in this game means that it's going to push you, literally just going to push you back, but it's going to come with you. So in this case, it's going to move you back by 1, follow by 1. Push you back by 1, follow by 1, push you back by 1, follow by 1. And that is the state that we find ourselves in.
But it only would have been 1, right? Because it has friend alert.
Yes and no. Pushback is not knockback. Knockback is it just like punching you and then you go flying. The pushback is not affected by the friendly warning here. In this case, it is 3. So, once you've done resolving that, blah, 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 we take this AI card and move it to discard. There is 5 more cards in there. And that is now resolved. Nothing additional to resolve. I have to find my place again. I wish my marked copy of this worked because I had all of this like so nicely prepared.
Oh, no. Is it just like gone?
It doesn't open anymore. Like I still have the file, but the file's just dead. Like,
Oh, no.
I don't know. I've tried multiple times. No idea. It's fine. It's fine. So this is the entirety of the enemy turn. The enemy turn is now resolved, and we're moving to the Titan round, the player round. And that is where all of you finally get to play. Well, we're still going to do a short bit of tutorial, and then we're going into the free mode where you get to properly play. Because I need to introduce how the Titan round works. During this round, you can take your turns freely. There is no, you need to be player number 1 and you need to be player number 2. You get to decide your order from round to round. So 1 round, Zeno can go first. 1 round, Zoe can go first. That is up for you all to decide whatever is most beneficial to you. Yes, Zeno?
Oh no, I was just saying, okay. Like I get it. I do have a question though. I don't know if you know this already because I know we're going through the tutorial. Does anything happen if you're knocked back or pushed into a wall?
Things do happen, yes. So for example, if you look at the hackathon sheet real quick, you will see that at level 2 it gains the trait Clever Boy, which now says board edges gain Boundless. They are now high cliffs. If a Titan is moved beyond the edge, they die.
Okay.
That's very different from KDM.
It throws you off. KDM also has encounters like this, funnily enough. But yeah, it throws you off the
goat
ship.
is one of them. The
Yes.
screaming goat had something like that.
Yeah.
So
That
these
was
edges
insane,
get
so
counted
it
as
was very
well?
scary.
Yes, exactly. These edges are currently walls. So right now it can't throw you off the ship. I'm pretty sure you suffer collision when you get knocked into this. What that exactly does, we'll get into once we get there. But it's not going to instantly kill you. This is a level 2 or later thing. I'm sure you take like a danger. But I'm pretty sure you take like a danger, but this is not danger gained from combat, so you don't draw trauma for it. Something like that. I like Lady Koikarp's answer. If you're pushed against the wall, you blush and get flustered. Correct? I mean, this man has many hands. Like, this is like... You can't spell Carbadon without hackathon, right? Unless you spell it correctly.
True.
True.
So... I'm gonna go with the tutorial like bit by bit real quick, verbatim. I've been trying to abbreviate a lot of these things to make this flow better, but here we're getting into the gritty of it a bit. So what it wants you to do is the following. Depending on how the... You okay?
My cat has been laying on my foot, and she just turned and bit my foot.
Oh no!
Stop it!
Unfortunately, Maria is now fighting 2 enemies, a hackathon and her cat.
You know, I need to
A hackathon and a catathon.
Draw from the trauma deck, yeah, please. I did say it was the player's turn, but really it's the catathon's turn. So, depending on how the primordial round went, the hackathon can now be in various places on the board. However, regardless of the exact position, there should be 1 Titan adjacent to it, which is Alseri here. 1 that is 5 spaces away, which is Zoe. You're exactly 5 away. 1 who is 6 spaces away. What? No, that didn't work out as 1, 2, 3, 4.
The
What?
book can't
4 spaces
count.
away.
Clearly.
This worked out in the tutorial. I don't know why it's not working out now. Fair. And then 1 person who is like really, really, really far away and can't make it. 10, like you should be 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did I do the pushback wrong? 1, 2, 3. I don't either. There. Don't worry, it's fine now.
Oi!
I think.
Push me!
1 more as a treat.
Exactly. I'm sure something
Imagine it's
happened
just like
somewhere.
whispering, like, "Hey, wait, can you step back one more time, please, really quick?" There we go.
Oh, Snowman Sarah said you did it correct. It's
Do the space
including
hackathon is.
hackathon as well.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right. You put me back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so Zoe is 6 away. Maria is 5 away. I hate that. Maria, you're 4 away. Zoe, you're 5 away. We're not measuring in stupid. We're measuring in proper measurements here. There we go. Thank you, Sarah, by the way. So, for now, none of your Dreamwalkers actually have weapons. You might be pictured with some weapons, but all you have are your raw fists. That is all you've got for now. You get to punch this creature. This is wonderful. It also only has fists. This is an even fight. It might have 100 and you have 8, but let's not. No one can count that high anyway, right? So, in order to attack with these fists, however, you need to be within melee range. You need to be directly next to this hackathon. Xeno over here is so far away that you can never make it by just moving. We know that your Titans have a movement value of 5. You can see that on your board. At the top, underneath your name, there is a red die. This is something we'll get to in a bit. And then there is a movement value of 5 in there. That is how far you can move. However, you've already seen that the hackathon has ways to push people around and move itself. So the tutorial is trying to engineer a situation where you might be able to get everyone into range if you do it correctly. However, for your first attack, here's how this plays out. Dreamwalkers have a speed of value of 5, meaning that they can move up to 5 spaces. As you can see, the furthest Titan is unable to reach the hackathon for now. Let's start by activating the second furthest then. The Titan that is 6 spaces away. Zoe! That would be you.
Oh, wow.
So it gives you the turn. You may normally freely choose the order of your actions. Since it is impossible to attack from your current position, however, let's start by moving. When it's your turn, you get a movement action and an action. Think of them as 2 little tokens. You can use one token for moving and the other one for doing something. In this case, you need to move close in order to attack it. Would you like to do that?
I think I would, yeah.
Then you can pick up your Titan and you can move.
Head.
You should. Pick up your Titan, move it up to 5. You do make it into melee range like that. And there you go. Move 5 spaces closer, blah, 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 blah. There we go. And now it is time to perform your first attack. Here's how this works. First, declare your active weapon. You could have multiple weapons with you. Which is your active weapon?
Well, it's going to be my fists, and I presume I'm rolling. It says 2, but I presume this is based on dodging, right? So.
Yes and no. So the first thing that happens, every single time that you pick a weapon to attack with, you increment your rage by 1. Every single time you attack on your Triskelion, your rage goes up by 1. Rage is the left one.
There we go.
So, your Titan gets angrier and angrier the more you attack. Remember, if you ever go above 9, they are lost. They die, they lose themselves to insanity, they go batshit insane. So, be careful with how much you attack and how you attack. In this case, you're at 0, you're gonna be okay. So the first thing is, I lost my place in the thingy. Raise your rage by 1. There we go. That reflects your Titan's primal power and growing bloodlust. The more you attack, the more powerful you become, unlocking new abilities. We'll get to the Kratos table in a second to see how that works. Do not go above 9. On the right side of your character, for your Titan, specifically, you have this other funky table, right? This is your Kratos table. The number that you see there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that indicates your rage level. So, you're currently at rage 1, which means when you attack, you get the benefits of the first row. Think of this as a skill tree, but every fight you go through the skill tree again. Every round you go through it normally. So, you have to pick between left or right, but you get to re-pick every time you attack. What these symbols mean, we're going to explain once we get there as well. But basically, the more rage you have, the more of these you get active to. access to. Let's say you have 5 rage, you gain 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All of the levels, every attack. So, more rage, more power. Next up, we look at the fists, and just like you said, you're exactly right. You see that 2 up there, that is your attack value. Fists have a value of 2, meaning that you need to roll 2 d10s in order to attack with them. Remember, one of them is always the white crit die, exactly like you're doing it already. You can roll like that. Oh, the thunderstorm is picking up. That's fun. You've rolled a 9 and a 4. On the fists themselves, there is no other indicator of what you need to roll, right? Because that depends on your enemy. If we go to the hackathon, we can see, you see this like fist symbol that we talked about earlier, the punch symbol? This is what it takes to hit the hackathon, no matter what you attack with. It takes a 7 or higher in order to hit this. It's got many arms that it uses to defend against your attack with. Right? It parries without having to see the arms moving, making this forest of limbs that it's hard to get through, especially because you don't have a pointy stick to like just carve through them. So, a 7 or higher. You've rolled a 9, that's already perfect, which means you at least get a hit. Next up, every weapon underneath has a precision bonus, which would make that roll easier. For fists, that's +0, it's very basic. You do not get anything else, but that would make the 7 into a 6 or into a 5. Better weapons are better, who would have thought? Hold up, I need to skip ahead real quick. The other thing you can do is, when you roll, once again, you have the option to use fate in order to reroll your die. If you don't like what you rolled, you can spend fate equal to the amount of die that you want to reroll in order to do that. So if you don't like this white die, you can spend 1 fate in order to roll it and hope for a 7 or higher. But once you've rerolled a die, that can't be rerolled again. So you're happy with what you have so far?
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. Now that you've hit with at least one of these die, we're going into figuring out where you've hit this creature. And for that, we draw one of these body part cards. I'm going to read this here so that we don't miss anything. If you hit with at least one attack... Yes, but which hand? These are all different hands.
Fair.
If you hit with at least
one dick hand.
That's the one flipping you off right now. You draw a BP card to see which body part of the primordial you attacked. If you miss results on all of your die, it's considered a full miss. Your attack then immediately ends, and you skip all further steps of the attack. The tutorial here is once again cheating a little, and it's telling you that you rolled a 7 and a 9, hitting with both of your attack die. So,
what a cheater.
Magically, like, oh look, that's a 9 on the white die. How did that happen? I don't know. So, it wants us to draw a specific card here, but I need to figure out which one. Ah, that's the one. That's why I'm skipping it. It wants you to draw this one. The right mighty fist. This is the one that you're hitting. I don't know. Well, you're kind of like looping around hitting the right fist from that. So that's fun. Sometimes this can make scenarios where like, how are you hitting this from this position? Don't worry about it. This card has a couple of other things on it. At the top, once again, is the level of it. Beneath that is the material that you get when you destroy this. And then there is what I call the Ponder the Orb value. This is the Aeon Trespass field, the AT field. This is the amount of things that you need to roll in order to wound this thing. These creatures are protected by a barrier that shields them from all mortals. It's impossible for like normal people to harm these. That's the AT field that's protecting them. However, you and your titans, you're strong enough to break through them if you roll high enough. So now that you know what you're hitting, the right mighty fist, you now need to roll in order to see whether you can wound this. And the way that works is you generate power. The way that you generate power is by looking at your titan and finding all of the funny red die. So for every single hit that you've rolled, your weapon provides you with, and this is the last value there, with 1 red die. So 1 and 2. And your Titan by default also gives you 1 red die, which means you have 3 of these. These are now what you need to roll in order to wound the enemy. You're trying to roll these like little like, hey, this is a crack in the wall, please call your contractor symbols. And you're trying to roll 3 of these because the value on the right mighty fist is 3. However, because this is a level 0 hackathon, it's actually got a -1 ponder the orb symbol. So every value of these is -1. You're trying to reach 2 of those cracks in the wall, which is really concerning. Like, you should really get that looked at. So roll me those 3, please. Probably easier if you like mark them and just press R for rolling. There we go. Wonderful. You've rolled 2 of those slashes and then also 2 triangles. The triangles are called potential. They don't matter for now. They don't really do anything at the moment, but they're relevant for later in the fight. 2 slashes, however, are absolutely enough to wound this right mighty fist. Now we look at the rest of this card. This says when you wound it, something happens. It will push back you by 1 when that happens. So it pushes you back by 1. It follows you because that's a pushback value. And then it knocks you back by 5. Because of friendly warning, this will be 3 only. But it does knock you back like that. You also gain 1 danger. This is not from an attack. This is from a reaction, so you do not have to draw trauma. But you do have to up your danger by 1 on your Triskelion thingy. You have, with that roll, successfully wounded this creature. Which means this thing gets put into what is called the wound stack over here. We've seen that the hackathon has 6 hearts, right? Whenever there is 6 cards in the wound stack, you win. The creature falls and perishes. That is what you need to do. Take 6 different body parts, injure them beyond recognition. That is how you win the fight. Okay so far?
Yes.
However, this is not quite where that ends. Now that you have wounded that part, a couple of things happen. Now it escalates. As battle progresses, primordials get more dangerous and harder to kill. First, take a random body part card from an escalation deck 1 level higher than the level of the body part you've just wounded. This was a level 1. So now we take a level 2 card. I'm going to randomize these. And we're going to add that to the deck. So now, there will always be 6 cards in here. One of these is now level 2. You can see the level of the next upcoming card. So I'm only ever going to press randomize on these once, so that we're not cheating on these. If 2 is on the top immediately, I can't help it. I'm only ever going to press it once. But you know what's coming up. On top of that, we're also removing an AI card from the deck and adding a level 2 to it. And then shuffling it. So not only are the body parts becoming harder and harder to injure, but its attacks become more dangerous. If you manage to wound a level 2 location, we'll add a level 3 location. And the deeper this goes, the more dangerous this fight becomes. The same goes for the AI cards. Okay?
That's unhinged.
Right? It's really cool.
I like that though. That's super neat.
I like that, yeah.
Very dynamic.
The last thing that we have to do with Zoe's attack there is to do like Kratos stuff, right? Over here, on the bottom left side of the board, there is an empty pool. This is called the active Kratos pool. At the end of every attack, this pool empties itself. But you get to place tokens into this in order to help your fellow Argonauts fight the creature in front of you. Zoe, you've just distracted it, right? Like you've made it turn around. It's no longer busy punching Seri, it's looking at you, it pushed you away, and in that big motion, there's now an opening. You get to decide, because of your first Kratos level, whether that opening is a break, or I think the other one is literally called an opening, huh? Yeah, whether it's an opening or a break. These two symbols here. An opening makes the creature easier to hit, so that 7 is now a 6 for the next person to attack it. And a break token allows them to wound them easier. A break token makes one of these triangles that you manage to roll, it makes that into a slash, into a success instead. You get to place either one of these in the pool because of your level 1 rage ability. Which one would you like?
Probably the break one.
There's one break in there. So for whoever attacks it next, you have an easier time wounding it. And that's all of the attack. That's it. You've done it. We are now entering open seas. There is no more tutorial. There is only a Hecaton mildly wounded with 5 wounds left on it. And it is your turn. Good luck.
Question.
Absolutely. What you got?
So do you only add to the Kratos pool if you've wounded it and you have rage? Or if is it any time that you get rage that you add to the Kratos pool? I asked because Siri got a rage earlier when they were being beaten on.
True.
It is after you attack. You don't have to actually wound it, but these things happen after you attack. It's not when you gain the rage. It's like during your attack you get to apply these. The Kratos deck itself, like the thing you have, actually has a lot of other effects. Your level 2, for example, is a reroll for your wound die. At level 5, you get an additional wound die. Not all of these are tokens that you apply. Your level 3 is another one. But these happen during the attack step itself. And you get to freely decide what you want to do this with. So the only thing that's happened this phase is that Zoe's already moved, and the other 3 of you are open to take your turn whenever you want, in whatever order you want. You've seen the Hecaton move back a little. Maybe you can get it to move towards Zeno so he too can attack this turn. That's all I've got for you. Good luck.
I do have like one question about
Sure.
this. Is the game board supposed to be like encompassing the ship itself, or are these things big enough that they are like standing in the ocean, like fighting each other?
This is a specific location on board of the gigantic vessel. I can give you a bit of a size reference. Your Titans are canonically 30 feet tall.
Damn.
The location you're currently in is the column garden on top of the Argo.
Not the garden.
Like, there are many more gardens. This creature has climbed past the outer Argo defenses. It's climbed past and it's now on top of the ship. That's where you're currently fighting, yeah.
That's just rude.
It's fine as every garden falls, as long as we have Olive Garden at the end. We'll be okay.
Our breadsticks shall rule eternal.
But that's why he's here. He wants the Olive Garden. We have to stop him.
True.
Unlimited breadsticks for me, but not for thee?
I mean, what do you think all those hands are for? It's for grabbing breadsticks.
Damn it. Our cooks cannot keep up. Quick. Help. So, who wants to go first out of the remaining 3?
I feel like it shouldn't be me, so that they can like lure him closer to Zeno.
You could
That's a good
move
point.
around. Remember, you can also move 5 spaces.
Oh, true. Wait.
Actually, that might not be a terrible idea because you might
I
be
have
able to
no way
lure
of pushing him, like, right?
No,
but you might
right
be able to
now,
get him to move.
Because like
later
my
on the
thinking
line,
is,
later on the line,
if
you'll
I'm
have
attacking-
effects. You'll have effects that help you push things or manipulate enemies. But right now, you don't have any way to do that.
because I'm like worried if I attack that he'll do the same as he did with Zoe and just like turns to me again and just pushes me further into like the corner.
So that's you should I think maybe you should attack first because you can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can get here, and if it does push you, it'll push closer towards me, which is also closer
true.
towards Xeno technically.
Yeah.
And then I can try to like go around and maybe get to like like
that's
here,
true.
and then I can try to bait towards Xeno. So yeah, maybe you
wait for the
should go
next
first.
Card to be, oh yeah, it runs away in the opposite direction as far as possible.
Yo, that's so KDM though. It's just like it full moves away.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I like that idea.
And then the antelope ran away. Waddle, waddle.
Okay. Let me go with that.
The thing. At 5 movement.
And then I go. Yeah.
Then give it a friendly boop.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
So.
And then I forgot what we do next.
That's perfectly fine. I was going to talk you through it as anyway, because I'm just going to explain this a couple of times before everyone's fine with it. So you pick your weapon. Your weapon in your case is your fists.
The fists. Yeah.
Every time you pick a weapon, remember, you need to upgrade your rage by 1. So you are now rage level
wrong
2.
person. I'm here.
This also happens all the time. How many times did we like change someone else's stats in KDM?
Looks at I feel like looks at both mine and V-Chan's stats just constantly stacking.
Yep.
Just a little bit going down.
These two
Or
are
just
basically
losing all your
fusion
movement
dancing.
because you lost a leg.
And then I roll 2 dice, right?
Exactly, because there is a value of 2 on your chosen weapon. You've got 2 die to roll. Good luck.
Ush.
An 8 and a 1. You can spend fate to re-roll if you want to.
I need to. Let me see. I need a 7 to hit it, so I'm good.
Okay, so the 8 is a confirmed hit, which means we're going to draw a hit location from the enemy, and it is going to be its left mighty fist.
Oh,
Naha!
nice.
So this has
The mighty
an
shall
AT
fall.
value of 3 minus 1, so once again 2. And now we build your power die. So you get 1 red die because you hit, and you get 1 red die because of your Titan itself. So 1 from the weapon for each hit, 1 from the Titan in general, and that's it. Zoe had 3 because she hit twice. You have 2 because you hit once. Go ahead and roll these. You're looking for 2 successes. But
Wait, no.
No?
Isn't it only 1? Or oh no, it was like the triangle, right?
Exactly. Because Zoe has unbalanced this and this thing is currently busy like in this push action, if you manage to roll a triangle, that one also counts as a success this time. The first one you roll counts as. That would be 3 successes. You only needed 2. Congratulations. So you've managed to wound its left mighty fist. And with that, it will perform its reaction. It pushes you back by 1. And then it knocks you back by 5. And now we get to figure out what happens when 2 of you collide.
I didn't see that. I didn't. You know what? Good point.
Can I point out the critical text on here where it says, as the rain of cut giant fingers falls upon you, you feel baptized.
Right? The other one was the fingers break and puncture the skin, turning the fist into a bloody mash. These are great.
Oh no!
These
I
cards are
got
kind of
baptized by
unhinged, actually.
fingers.
This is the crocodile all over again. No. So the way that you
Yeah, I
crit,
might have made a
Rash plus
mistake.
1 danger and knockdown.
yeah, exactly. So I'm just going to read that entire section out so everyone is aware for this. If the primordial moves through a space occupied by a Titan figure, the Titan suffers a crash. If it ends its movement on top of a Titan, in addition to the crash effect, the Titan suffers an unavoidable knockback equal to the primordial's knockback value. What is crash? Basically, it's a collision. The subject of crash raises their danger value by 1 and suffers knockdown. Though crash is generally a result of primordial movement, there are other game effects that can cause it. For example, the Titan colliding with an obstacle as a result of pushback or knockback. In this case, both of you are colliding with one another, so you're both going to increment your danger by 1, This is not the result of an attack, so you don't have to worry about trauma. And then we get to figure out how the hell this works, because I've never resolved, like, effects. You're
I
both
should
now
have had
knocked...
you go here. Whoopsie.
Yeah.
You're both now knocked
I
down.
didn't think
which
about it either.
I
But we're
believe...
figuring it out early. Maybe not.
Yeah.
There we go.
Better in a
Sari,
tutorial than high stakes.
Yeah.
here is a knockdown card. You are knocked down. Place your miniature on its side as a reminder. We're not going to do that. This is going to not work. You cannot move voluntarily, attack, or use actions or abilities unless stated otherwise. If this card is discarded by another effect, stand up. At the end of your next turn, flip this card. Maria, you also have this card now. So you're on the ground, you can't do anything. We're still going to resolve the rest of this attack, however, because we are going to take a level 2 card and shuffle it in. We're going to remove a level 1 card and shuffle in a level 2 card. Oh, this is wonderful. Beautiful. Pretty.
Oh, you can also
Gorgeous.
see what the level of the next thing drawn is too.
Yep. That's exactly why I said, like, I'm only ever going to press
boy.
randomize once so that I don't cheat with, like, putting specific things at the top.
Yeah.
Also, just so I don't like fuck this up later, this clear button is to clear the active Kratos pool.
Yes.
Okay.
I think. Yes, it is. I
Yeah.
clicked it. This time it was going to be my fault. That's exactly what it is, therefore. Sari, however, to resolve the rest of the attack, you have a Kratos table as well, right? Just like so.
Oh yeah, true.
So your second level Kratos would be a reroll. You don't need the reroll. You wounded anyway. But you also get to place an opening or a break token. Which one would you like?
I also have like a 3. Is that does it come after or?
Oh, no, you should be at 2 rage and 2 danger. When you got knocked down, you got a
I
danger,
did
not a
rage.
rage.
Sorry.
And you should be at 2.
Like this then. Okay.
Yes. So would you like an opening to make it easier to hit, or would you like a break to make it easier to wound?
A break.
There is 1 break in the pool. Right, who wishes to go next?
Well, I can't anymore, so.
Well, if you take your turn now, you get to not do anything, but then you get to flip the knockdown card. If that helps.
Oh. I suppose that wouldn't be a terrible thing, unless there's a way somebody can, like, flip my knockdown card without me doing it so I can still act. Kind of like shouting to get up in KDM.
Don't think that's a thing, unfortunately.
It was worth a shot.
You can still shout. Makes you feel better.
Target of knockdown
you,
gains
thank
the
you.
knockdown falling condition card. That's all it says. No, there's
With
nothing.
Jumanji, I hope not.
Oh no. No, there's nothing else about knockdown that I can find. Maybe there's later on a technology where you get to aid other people, but for now, no such thing. So Maria, you start and then subsequently end your turn, which flips the knockdown card to standing up. If you move voluntarily, attack or use an action or ability, stand up. At the start of your turn, stand up. If this card is discarded by another effect, stand up. So the next time you take a turn and you do any of those things, you discard the card and you're finally standing up, and you still get to do those things. So knockdown is miss 1 turn.
Understood.
Right. Zeno, I think that leaves us with you specifically. Would you like to do anything?
I will move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, I will be there.
Would you like to angrily yell at the enemy?
Yes, I would. I don't even know if it can hear me. It's just purely made out of hand. So I'm gonna like ASL it, like fuck you, and then I'm gonna end my turn.
It signals back the signs for my feelings. Why would you do that? Wonderful. So we now hand back to the Primordial, which means I'm going to flip the top card of its AI deck. Rumble Strike. The Hackathon starts smashing the ground in a rhythmic fashion. Oh, this is things I haven't been
something
told.
out.
Yes, please.
It looks like Maria is like trying to aim like next to me, and I'm trying to awkwardly dodge it.
Wait,
Ah.
what
Just
is
like,
in your
just
hand
like,
anyway?
just lean
Crossbow.
back ever so slightly. Come on, I can just shoot right between you and the spear. It'll be fine. It's gonna be really cool.
Maria is currently yelling, trick shot!
Oh my god.
I love it.
If this thing uses ASL, would that be accent? That's what the A stands for. It's accent sign language. All right, so Rumble Strike. This targets a zone 2. I've not been taught how to do this. All spaces in an area indicated on the AI card. So this is zone 2, which means it's 2 tiles around it. 1, 2, 1, 2. So it only hits Sari.
Of course.
Sari, there are
Retreat.
Die in the dark.
There are 2 die that you need to dodge. So take 2. And it needs a 9 or higher to dodge.
Oh, of course. Wait, wrong one. Of course. Okay. I got this. Ugh! No,
That's
it's
2
6.
6s.
Fuck! That is. How tragic can you be? What the fuck? The betrayal. What the fuck is this?
It's time to bully Sari. I guess that's what we've just been doing, though.
They do say 1 is the loneliest number, but is there a number lonelier than a 6 without a 9?
Oh.
I want a refund.
You can. If you want to spend a fate, you can reroll.
But I don't have a fate.
No, you do. You have... fate goes up. Fate goes up.
Oh.
1
It's
fate
a
per
1 out
die.
of 10 chance.
It's a 2 out of 10 chance.
I'll do it.
2 out of 10.
I'll do it.
All right.
Whew.
No, if you roll... if you
9,
press...
right?
If you press roll, you have to let it go before that. Otherwise, it does like the weird wobble that you just did. Oh, that's worse.
Fuck it, I guess.
So,
Never mind.
Let's tempt fate again. Let's just keep
No,
going.
I'm good.
each hit deals 1 danger, which means you take 2 danger from this creature. That also means that you have to draw a trauma card.
Do I? Wait.
So if we look at your chart, you are now at 4 danger, right?
Yes.
So
I need-
that
oh,
is
no.
now a major trauma. Sari, what you got? What's your new malfunction? Predict
Oh.
moves. Look at the top of the BP or AI deck. You may put it back on top of the corresponding deck or onto the corresponding discard pile. So which one of the 2 decks would you like to look at?
The body one.
Here is its next body part. Would you like to have this on
Ew.
top, or would you like to have this discarded?
Get this shit away.
All right, this is discarded. This is also 85. This is really tough to wound.
Yeah.
Your choice.
Never punished.
Well done,
Do we
well
put
done.
it on like over there or?
No, this just stays in its discard. If the main
Oh.
deck ever runs out, it reshuffles all the discard in. Only if you mangle it, if you destroy it, does it go into the wound stack.
Ah.
On top of that,
Get that shit out of here.
there's also another one. After the final attack, which we've just resolved, perform signature.
Oh no
This is where this gets dangerous. Every
Oh.
primordial has a signature ability.
Oh no.
And in this case, it is SWAT. The Hackathon does what it was made to do. Smash! It targets the closest Titan in front.
Yep.
I
That's
wonder
me.
who that is.
Yep.
This is great.
Can I just
Sari,
leave? Can I just run like
Can I
goodbye?
just like move out of the way slightly, please?
you're currently, remember, you're currently on the ground. You may try to roll, but it's not getting you very far. I'm sorry. It moves up to you,
Oh.
and it strikes you. It is going to strike you twice.
Oh.
Once again, you need a 9 or higher to dodge these.
Yikers. Okay.
You got this.
Here.
Look at her go.
I mean,
That's a 10 and a
Min-maxing
9.
over here.
did it just? Yo, I'm doing that while laying down. Sick move.
It like comes barreling up to you, like two of its hands like balled into fists above its head, both of them striking down. You just look up at it and you can see where it slows down, right? You can see both of the fists coming down, and you find the perfect spot to roll into. You land centimeters away from the knuckles digging into the paved stone underneath you, as you just barely manage to contort enough to dodge this creature trying to like lay into you. Well done! You've dodged the entire thing of it.
You should shit talk its All Might impression. Because it definitely tried to use the Detroit Smash and it did not work.
Oh my lord.
Well done. So that is the end of that part. Which means we've resolved the Rumble Strike. Oh, it also gives you knockdown. Funny. You already have knockdown. And we move back to the Titan. You now get to move again. Who amongst you wants to go first?
I would like to go out. Like I can only like get up. So I would like to do that.
If you start your turn, then you get to flip the card, and then next turn you can stand back up.
Yippee.
Sari attempts to stand. Oh, sorry, there we go. My bad. Sari attempts to stand back up. Wonderful. Who's next?
Okay.
Maybe Xeno or I could finally try to attack it.
Yeah, I think it can you reach it?
I can.
You
though...
first, because I'm close. Wait. Actually, no.
No, actually, you might be better to move first, because if I attack it, it'll probably push me and move, and then it'll move both of us, and then we'll go out
You
of.
can also walk next to like here. Like here or here.
You know what? Just for the purposes of staying a bit spread out, because I don't know what this thing's gonna do. It's gonna do like some disco flail. All right, and then I'm just going to attack it.
All right, Xeno.
So how many dice do I get for this?
First you select your weapon, which is your fists. Then increment your rage by 1 for attacking. Then you look at the top of the card, and it says you get 2 attack die.
Well, was I supposed to start with 0 rage or 1 rage?
0 rage.
Okay, well then it will become a 1.
All right. And now you pick 2 die, because it says 2 on the card there at the top.
Okay. 1
exactly like that. And you need to roll a 7 or higher.
No problem.
1 problem. Would you like to attempt to re-roll those for fate?
Honestly, it's not too dire of a situation, so no, not yet.
All right.
I have a quick question.
Please.
These 3 stats will always get reset after a fight, right?
Correct. At the end of every combat, there's something called the Tides of Fate, which reset your entire Triskelion back to 0. This will happen after every fight, but only after a fight.
Does this change Xeno's mind?
I think I have, knowing that it's not a stackable resource that I can hoard like Resident Evil items.
No, it is not.
In that case, yeah. Sure. So I uptick the fate thing by 1?
For every die that you want to reroll, you uptick the fate by 1. If you want to reroll both, you take 2 fate.
You know what? Is there a certain level at which fate gets bad?
Fate is always bad. 9 is definitely the one. For example, one thing that you've already seen is that some of the hackathon cards ask whether the target has 3 or more fate. And when they have 3 or more fate, then there's an additional die they need to dodge. That's something you've already seen. Other than that, you don't know is the answer. A big part of these campaign games is to like learn by running into things face first. Face checking mechanics is a huge part of this, right? You'll become familiar with it over time.
Yeah, as long as there's no like, oh cool, you hit 10 fate, you're guaranteed death in the future. And it's like, okay, cool.
No, so if you hit 10 fate in combat, there's no guaranteed death in the future. That's guaranteed death now.
Well, wait, did I need to roll 7? I got 1.
Yes.
I got 1. Okay.
You got 1. So, just to be clear, if you hit 10 on any of these values, you die. That's it. Like your Titan dies. Expect your Titans to die. If any of these values hits 10 outside of combat, remember you'll start at 0 there, then your Argonaut dies. That is a very, very rare and hopefully not happening occurrence. Your character is supposed to be a lot more long-lived than your War Machine. So, you did get 1 hit, which means we take the top of the BP deck, which is no longer the Knuckle Teeth, thanks to Seri, and is now just 1 of 100. Just 1 measly, unnamed, non-specific arm in there. It has an AT value of 1. So, we built your power die. You get 1 red from your 1 hit, and another red from your Titan's baseline. Because of Seri as well, there is a break on there, so a triangle will count as a success, and you need 1 success in order to beat this thing. Good luck.
Okay.
That's 2 successes. There you go.
All right.
Another arm snaps off. You can see that this one also has a reaction, but this one only reacts if you fail to break it. So you just rip the arm off, nothing else happens, and it just resolves.
Let's go.
We're going to add...
question.
Yes, please.
There's like critical and there's like gain +2 something.
Mhm.
Rage. What does that mean?
So if you crit hit the arm, which means if your critical die rolls a 10, and then you successfully wound the creature, then this resolves, and nothing else on it does. The responses that it would normally have, they don't resolve. In fact, you only do the critical thing. Criticals are almost universally a good thing.
You can murder yourself with a critical.
No. The reason why you... Oh, no, yeah, you totally can. Yeah, you totally can. I think there's a rule somewhere. That if you gain rage outside of like a specific set, that something weird happens. You draw like a thing and you don't insta-die, but I'm not super familiar with it. But yes, if you crit this and you're like on 8 rage, I think you go to 10 and you die. I think so. That's why it's almost universally good. Like, imagine your Titan. You're already, like, in the heat of battle. You're in the midst of it. There's blood all over you. You've been fighting this creature for hours and hours. And this, like, primordial presence in your brain just roars. This is the only thing that it wants. It wants its enemy's blood, right? It finally gets a grip on it. It grips this arm, rips it straight off. And that's the final thing that sends it over the edge. As it holds this arm above its head in triumph, you lose control over this creature that you've been mind controlling, in essence, right? It goes completely mad as it's finally seen this object of its desire. It finally has a piece of its enemy in its hands. It starts ripping pieces off of it as it holds it in front of it, roaring in victory and no longer paying attention to what's actually happening around it. The Hackathon gets a clean punch in and knocks its head straight off. That's why, like, getting too much rage kills them, because they just lose control. You lose control of your quote-unquote vehicle. These things are, in essence, giant flesh mechas, right? That's really all they are.
That does make sense.
Again. Da 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 da.
So, Xeno, successful turn. Well done, well done. And we're now at 3 wounds in the wound stack. You're halfway through. There's only 3 more to resolve before the Hackathon finally falls. Who would like
I have
to go
another
next?
question.
Yes, please.
Like, if it fails, like, to break, does the next person, for example, like, this has 5, right? Let's say he would have rolled 2, and then it has, like, 3 left, I guess. Does it stay like that, or...?
No. The card gets discarded, and the next person would wound a new location. You do not get to whittle them down like this. Oh, before we move to the next person, Xenos, your Kratos pool, would you like to leave an opening or a break?
You know what? Considering the bad luck we've been having, I'll do an opening.
All right. So whoever attacks this next only needs to roll a 6 in order to wound this. And I have a feeling
One thing,
we have a... yes?
I noticed that I wanted to ask. I noticed on this card, it shows a like white symbol at the back of it. Is that just supposed to denote something of importance? Or like
Yes.
the positioning thing?
That's exactly what it is. So this shows you that if you're playing with the token for it, not with the miniature, that this is its front-facing arc. So like that's its front, and that's its back. The R stands for rear spot.
Oh, okay.
It just shows you the like the way the creature's supposed to be orientated. That's all that is.
Gotcha.
Makes sense.
Who would like to go next? We have Maria and we have Zoe, both of them in direct shot to get an attack into this thing.
I haven't had a chance to attack yet because I got knocked down last time.
Yeah, you go. Punch him.
Should I go to the side or should I can do... I figured out how to do this. Should I go here or should I go here?
I think if you go to the first one and manage to punch him down, it would mean that I would be able to get to him easier, technically.
I don't know if I can punch him down though, because we haven't been able to push him back. He pushes other... So maybe I should
if
go over
you-
here.
If you
Yeah,
wound
like-
his hand again, he gets knocked back, right? That's how I moved him to begin with.
Well,
he
he
followed
moved
me or
towards
something.
you. He
He
moved
moved
towards
you
you,
back.
though.
Yeah.
I kind of would not like to be in being attacked position.
Hey, since I already attacked, you can stand next to me, and if he knocks me down, whatever. I already got my turn.
All right, sounds like a plan. I could
No,
go
I just
over
mean
here,
because,
but then...
like, I'm the most hurt
Mhm.
kind of deal.
Yeah, no,
Good,
it
good.
super makes sense. Or I could go here, but then that risked going out of Zoe's range. So this might just be
Yeah.
the more optimal way to do it.
Don't worry, chat. No one will notice that joke. It's fine.
All right, let's do the attack thing. And now that I'm actually doing it, I have to remember how to do it.
All right. So first of all, +1 rage for attacking.
Oh, there we go.
Then you look at your weapon, and you look
And
at the number.
I would like to use fist, please.
All right. So there is 2 attack die on it. It's actually really like KDM. Like speed, attack value, damage. It's really just KDM.
I noticed that the layout was very similar.
So in this case, you roll 2 die.
Do I hit R to roll?
Yes.
Because I always just like clicked them right out of the bag before, so
Yeah, we
I
have
never
the-
had to think about
The
that.
back, right? So just like mark 2 die, like by dragging a box around them, and then press R exactly like that. And one of these connects, the other one misses. Would you like to re-roll the other one? Because of Xeno, it is now a 50-50 to hit or not.
Sure, why not? Let's tempt fate.
All right.
Gamble.
Should I just roll the
Reroll-
white die again, or should I re-roll the black one?
No, the white die has already hit. It
Okay.
actually doesn't matter because this is your crit die. You could
Okay.
re-roll the white die and fish for a 10, but like, I mean,
That might not be a good idea.
no, it might not. All right. That's a 10.
Well, I got a 10 somewhere.
That was pathetic, but that's a 10. So, 2 hits. You have connected with it, and here is the runt.
The runt.
Aw,
Baby arm.
a
I just see it
tiny
dangling there, and I'm like, I'm gonna rip it off.
baby
Could be my
arm.
pet.
Wait, what? This has an AT value of 1. Let's go build your die pool. You get 2, 1 for each hit, and 1 from your Titan. And you need to roll 1 success in 3 die. Can you do
All right.
that?
No. Okay,
That is
apparently I can.
3. That is 3 successes. Apparently you can't. Yeah. So
Well, you said 1 success in 3 die. I was right. I rolled 3.
exactly, you couldn't. You rolled 3. This destroys the runt, the poor thing. It is gone. This
Can I
also
rip it off
only.
and keep it as a pet?
No, we're not doing that again. We're not
Again?
doing that.
Come on!
No, we're not. We're not doing that again. No.
But I wanna.
This destroys another part. This is a level 1 part, so now I need to remove a level 1. Oh no, I don't need to remove the body part. I just add that, but I need to this and this. And then we shuffle this and this. And there is now 4 wounds on the stack. Well done, Maria. That brings us to our last person in turn order, Zoe. What's your plan? What you got?
Hang on, let me just check my list of weapons here. So many options.
Oh, ponderous. Don't forget, I know this is really hard to see in all of that like forest in that forest of options there, but you could also just punch it. Always remember that that's an option.
I think I might punch it.
I think that it's the game master trying to bait you. I think you should punch it.
Punch it. Alright, so I select these 2 d10s and I roll them.
Gain 1 rage first. Oh, also, sorry, one thing. Maria, which token would you like to leave in the pool? Apologies, that's on me, I forgot that. I'm also getting used to the system. An opening or a brick?
Honestly, the opening seemed really solid. I think I want to go with an opening.
All right. And then, Zoe, you gain 1 rage every time you attack.
Right.
And then, exactly, those 2 die and roll them up. See what you get. You need 6s. A 9 and a 3. 1 connects. Would you like to reroll the other?
Yeah, why not?
1 fade gain. You could miss. That's it.
Yeah, I missed.
1 hit. Let's see what you're hitting. Your chosen part is its right shield fist, which has an AT value of 3. So, you gain 1 red die for hitting, 1 red die from your Titan, and that's it. Good luck. You need 3 successes. There is a double success on there. Just saying. We haven't seen it yet, but it does exist. Oh. And she rolls it!
Holy shit!
There she
Look
goes!
at that.
Yo!
Never
Nice! Hell yeah!
Yo, that was awesome.
Wow. Well, good job. That does it. So its AT of 3 is overcome as you viciously assault its right shield fist. This thing would have given you a fate and knockdown on failing, so well bloody done. We add the next body part. I now get to search for this. And make a deck out of this.
Visual of this thing like
Gotta be honest, Como, I don't know if he has an ass. I think it's just more
it kind of
arms.
does. There's like a spinal column here.
There's like a little booty hole there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's mostly like fingers all the way down, right?
Fingers.
I don't know if that makes it better or worse.
He's got butt hands, surely. Yeah, I think there are like 2 hands on his ass that like open up.
Hey, Viper! Of course, Viper comes in when I'm talking about he.
Great. The perfect time. That's everyone's turn, right? That was a great round for you all. That was a great round. The creature is on its last leg, on its last arm. The creature's on its last arm. There's only 1 wound left that you need to deal. However, it has 1 more attack in store for you all. Or it hopefully falls. Sucker Punch. It knows where it hurts the most.
Oh no.
You sure this is supposed to be this way?
Oh
Okay.
no, guys. Oh, gamers.
I was scared. I was like, oh no, please don't sucker punch her while she's down. That's just mean.
No. It targets the
gamers.
closest Titan in front and in range. So we have Maria and Zeno.
Wait, a turn? Oh, thank God.
Maria! 2 die. And an 8 or higher on 2 die. Give me 2.
2 die.
Yes, please.
All right. It'll be fine. It will
And
be
she
fine.
is! Holy shit, what? An 8 and a 9 cleanly just dodges the thing. Maria, each one of these deals 2 danger. You just avoided 4. It also knocks you down. You just avoided the entirety of it. However, I'm pretty sure the after attack effects always resolve. So it still knocks you back by 3. But that's it.
How?
That's
That's
rude.
from
That's
Shockwave?
all. Yeah, from like
But
the
it's
sheer
only-
assault,
but
right? Like
It only knocks me back by 1, though, right? Or
it knocks you back by 5 minus 2 is 3.
Okay. Sorry, you said 3, and I was just like, okay, but math.
No, I already had it. I already had it in there. No, it's 5 originally. Yeah, that was
How
well
does it knock
dodged.
me back if it didn't even hit me? What the heck?
Well,
I
that's
guess
exactly
maybe that's how I
why.
dodged it. I
Exactly,
just jumped back.
That's exactly why it didn't hit you. There is this like flurry of arms, as it's not trying to sucker punch you with one hand. That's Pokemon. No, it's trying to sucker punch you with like 50 of these. And the only way that you escape is you quickly dodge backwards, right? Like you fall back, getting out of range. As your comrades there, directly next to it, are holding it back from following up. Speaking of,
I adore the visual. This thing attacked us, right?
Yes.
The visual of this thing climbing on board to attack us and getting jumped and just beaten within an inch of its life is hilarious.
Oh, we'll be within an inch. We'll make sure of that.
Literally the wrong neighborhood. Literally the wrong neighborhood.
It came to throw hands, but we are throwing them back.
Yep.
All right. That resolves all of this. So this is over. And we're heading back to our players. Who wants to go and attack it next? Before you attack, though, Zoe, one thing that I forgot is your Kratos pool. Which token would you like to leave? I keep forgetting about these. I'm so sorry.
Let's go with a cheeky break.
Cheeky break? Cheeky break is in. All right. Who wants to go first? Who's it going to be?
Oh boy. Do you guys want first, or because I'm still standing up? I think.
No, you are fine now. So you right now are on the standing up card, and you now get to act normally. And if you voluntarily attack or use an action or ability, you get to do that, and the card just goes away. Think of it as like you are halfway through standing up already, and you're like launching yourself into the next attack, and then the card goes away.
Yeah, sure. If you guys are okay, I would attack it.
You should clap back.
Yeah.
It's been really beating on you.
It really has been. Yeah, I'm kind of upset about that.
I'm encouraging this. Not that it beating on you, the other way around.
Yeah, I'm going to kick his arse. Fuck that.
There's also just so that to like get you to get a feel for this. Like later on, I will stop commenting on these because you're supposed to make the decisions for yourself. But there's another tactical advantage in you going. You will go to 3 rage, and that means you get to leave another set of tokens in the Kratos pool. Should you fail to wound it, the next person is going to have a really easy time murdering this thing.
Oh,
You know what I
that's
mean?
a good point.
Roll 3, like you leave a break or an opening, and then roll 3, you get to leave another break or another opening. So you can leave 1 or 2 openings, 2 breaks, no matter, like, whatever you want to do with it.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll hit.
All right.
I'll hit his ass with my fisties. Okay.
Go for it. So gain 1 rage. That gets you to 3. You're still the angriest Titan around. This has not changed the entire fight. And now, punching it for daring to approach. That is 2 hits. That is 1 hit. Sorry, there is a break, not an opening in the Kratos pool.
Okay.
So
And
1 hit. Would you like to reroll?
Yes.
A 7 or higher will do it.
Ooh.
That is only a 6. So
Well, that
you
was awkward.
you hit it in its left shield fist. This is once again a 3 symbol, and you only have 2 red to do this with. Can you replicate the Zoe heroic action there? You do have a
I don't
break,
think.
so 1 triangle will count as a success. Good luck.
Can I be as cool as Zoe?
Hopefully. Can anyone?
No, I cannot.
That would only be 2 successes. However, because of your level 2 Kratos pool, you have 1 wound die reroll every round. You can reroll 1 of these for free.
Oh, that was so close.
Oh, I saw that one.
That was so
Good fate. Do it again.
No.
so mean.
Can I
That's-
fate for someone else's dice?
Unfortunately, you cannot. Unfortunately, you cannot.
Can I fade the red?
No.
I
No, you cannot.
like.
I'm pretty sure these can't be fated at all.
Okay. I
So,
tried, guys.
this one
Oh,
only
that one
reacts if you wound it, however. Because you did not wound it, there is no reaction to it. Terry, you now get to place 2 Kratos tokens in the pool. Which ones would you like?
So we need a 7 to hit. I think I'd go 1/1.
All right.
Actually, wait.
Mhm.
Oh, it's at level 2 though.
It is. This was the last level 1 card. This is like the easy wound.
I'll go with 2 breaks.
2 breaks. All right, 2 breaks coming up. 2 breaks means that 2 triangles can be counted as successes.
Oh, Lord.
All right. Who wants to go next?
Kay, can I ask a favor?
Favor.
Could you put the funny little arm on the top of the wound stack for me? I enjoyed looking at it.
Absolutely. There you go.
Thanks. That's it. All right.
Like you know what this card like says to me? Like if arms could talk, this one would be screaming, "High five me!" In that exact voice.
I can see
Don't
it.
leave me hanging, bro!
Yeah.
It's not aggressive. It just wants high fives.
Exactly.
Yep.
It can't afford to be aggressive.
Attacking
we
something
found out what happened.
Poking a cyclops in the eye. It's just unnecessary. It's just you didn't need.
I can definitely see the other arms always talking over it and stuff, and it's like always like the bullied one.
Oh, it like tells a joke, and then like the right mighty fist tells the same joke but louder, and everyone laughs. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
exactly. But they're all doing it in sign, so.
You think this little one gets shoved in lockers like a lot? You think they have
Probably.
lockers? Are they also made out of arms? Ooh, they would be, right?
Mm.
Back
would
at home,
like-
everything's made of arms.
Right.
I'm sure there's like a rivaling monster clan that's just made of feet.
No, there doesn't have to be. No, that's okay.
Oh, man.
Not everything needs to exist. No.
You know, I learned about Italian brain rot like yesterday, and for some reason that seems to be all about big feet. So,
Oh no. I don't know about this yet, and I don't think I want to either.
no, you don't want to. No, you really don't want to. You really don't.
There are not a lot of things that I'm uncorrupted by, but like this one I will leave like squeaky clean.
Padilla crook. I hate that you know what I'm talking about on there. Freaking assassino, no cappuccino assassino or whatever.
Of course Galundia would know what you're talking about. Of course.
It scares me.
The fact that Galundia has been here for... Hold up. We need to shit talk chatters real quick. The fact that Galundia has been here for 79 months, and I don't know what he's talking about yet, is like... I should have learned this by osmosis. I haven't yet. Good.
Oh. Oh, I cannot
Sarah says,
recommend looking
there
it up.
was a rival monster clan. For understandable reasons, they evolved out of that niche for survival.
Can't understand.
They were predated
Understandable.
upon
Have a
by
good
yet
day.
another...
Showing up?
They were predated upon by yet another rival monster clan that was all made out of noses trying to sniff them all the time, so they had to run away.
Wait, if they evolved, doesn't that mean they just have like opposable toes?
No! I'm leaving! Oh, I'm canceling this entire show.
All right, I'm just gonna run up and smack this thing so we can move out of this now.
Please!
I'm just gonna run up and punch it as hard as I can.
Please do! Oh my god, no, I wanna leave so bad.
It's just 2, right?
Yes, the eyeball
have to-
clan is the one you need to watch out for. Yes! Awful!
Oh,
Oh, we didn't
You
actually
hit.
pick what we are wounding, did we?
Oh, you after you roll to hit, you'll see what you're winning.
Oh,
oh
okay.
did you
So-
get your rage up?
I take my rage up.
Okay.
So, you hit once. Its exposed back arms Oh, this isn't the spine. This is just a lot of hands.
Oh, it is a bunch of hands.
Oh, I hate that as well. These are just
That's
fists
disgusting.
balled together and then other hands grabbing on. This is a cool creature. So you need a 3 in order to wound this. And oh god, if you fail, that one's bad. You get 2 die in order to wound this with. And there are 2
Okay.
breaks on it. So every triangle, like 2 triangles will count. In addition.
All right,
Good luck.
let's go. Let's go for it.
Oh
I don't
my
even
Whoa!
like triangles. I apparently really hated all that feet talk.
And when,
I'm like,
And-
no, we're moving on. We're done.
and when faced with extreme adversity and talk of feet, Maria just rolled 6s. Yeah, this is consistent with Maria. That is a successful wound, which kills the Hackathon. Not only is this a
Thank
kill on its
God.
exposed back arms, but you lunge at this thing, enraged by its sheer existence, jump at its spine, you start prying the hands that are clutching like together, you start prying them away, like literally ripping this creature apart as like the parts of it come falling, different hands just fall to the ground as the creature loses the substance, loses its form, just reduced to individual hands, and it falls. Congratulations, you have won your first fight.
Whew.
After hearing this
Ooh,
conversation, I
guys,
don't
check
know
the
whether
group
you
chat.
should have. Oh no. Oh,
I
no.
just
oh, no.
realized
I'm
No,
leaving the group chat.
No, that's not.
Good job, team.
Ah,
We
Sari,
all took
Sari
damage
noticed the joke.
evenly.
Why is there
Oh.
biblically accurate legs?
Let's go!
Can you wear
I
that as a
imagine that
crown?
it like rolls towards you, like it like sprints with like in a big wheel. You know what? Hang on, I can put it into
Zoe,
I
Zoe,
can put it into
Zoe,
VTuber Studio and put it on
Zoe.
my head. Hang on.
Zoe.
Yes, yes, yes.
Tumble feet.
What?
Oh my god!
Ugh.
Oh no. Also, you can remove the frog at any time. I can't remove it because I put it on y'all. It's yours, frogs now.
It's my
Leave the-
friend now.
Where would you leave the... Oh, the frog on... Oh, you put frogs on people. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I hadn't noticed yet. I have too...
There we go. Perfect. My lovely hat.
Why is that just ready?
I'm pretty sure she made that.
She is prepared for everything. I have all this respect.
Ugh.
Very quick work.
Yeah, I had to make the. I need to run leg. You're so right, Como. Hang on.
Soler! Praise no! Don't praise that! No!
Okay,
Come
no,
on.
no pun intended. I've clearly made a misstep by bringing feet into this. But
Yeah, maybe just a little bit.
I think first thing we're gonna do is like craft shoes for all the flesh mechs. So that way it doesn't
I think
have
that's
to come
very
with them.
important.
Oh, no.
Somehow it keeps getting worse.
Oh.
Oh.
You know, there's this one foundry worker that you find like asleep, like completely drunk off of his ass, like in one of those shoes after they've been worn. Like every day, you just have to like reprimand them to not do that.
Oh.
Hi, why is there a leg crown? Aura, you don't want to fucking know. Like, just trust me on this one. Like, you don't want to know.
Just accept it and move on, honestly.
When you deal the 6th wound, you slay the primordial. It's important to note that you win as soon as you deal the killing blow. Any negative consequences of the body part card or any other effect that would trigger is completely ignored. So there's no like last explosion. Well, there might be a rule for that later, but you still get positive
Currently.
rewards. The one thing that you still get, like no negative things happen, but you still get loot. And this is the part that we're getting to next. Because not only have you slain an invader, these primordials are important resources. You have to use every part of the hand. No, I don't like that either. No.
Somehow that got worse.
Do you think, I need to, you as creators, do you think it's important to know where a sentence is going to end before you start it?
No.
Yeah.
Ugh. You don't like the little penis leg?
It always goes back to dicks.
What if I started?
You don't. Oh, God.
As the dust falls, you remain standing. The hackathon does not. This was a hard-earned victory, but a victory nonetheless.
No more handstands.
But now the... I wanted to do tragic silence, but now I need to sneeze. Sorry, that wasn't supposed to last that long. Hey, can I have that image for Pathfinder? Zoe,
Oh god.
do
Yeah,
never
Connor's my
use
DM, so
never
I sent
use
that over.
never use your powers for evil, please.
I mean,
As your
you
soul
keep
slowly
talking, yeah.
As your souls slowly leave the Titan's bodies, you notice peculiar blades sticking out from the hackathon's side. You haven't noticed them before, be it the reason the monster was weaker than expected. To whom do they belong? You now gain resources. Waste not, want not. Though the primordials pose an existential threat to mortals, they're also a valuable source of resources. The shipbreakers take what they need to keep the Argo going. The rest is for you to harvest and remake into powerful gear. Each battle nets you primordial resources from the wounds that you inflict. So, we're going to take all of the wounds that you've made, and we're going to have a look at them. Because all of them have a symbol at the top. These 5 all have that symbol. I'm not going to describe that, actually.
Bubble bath symbol.
Yeah, a bubble bath,
Yeah.
exactly. That's what that looks like.
And then hair.
And then one of them is like, yeah, exactly, hair. Correct. You gain these as resources. So,
Okay, so fluff or slop, got it.
yeah, fluff or slop, that's also fine. Well, I thought you were going to call... Yeah, no. Why did I expect the worst? No, you're fine. So, you now gain resources for every body part card that you've destroyed, like in the wound stack. We move up here to the Argo, and we're going to add 5 raw ambrosia and 1 muscle cluster.
Ooh,
You.
This is now in your cargo hold.
nice.
And like later down the line, if you destroy like level 3 parts as well, you get like cores. So if you had destroyed 3 in this, you would have gotten something really valuable. But what you gain is based on what you destroy. That's going to be wildly different between all of the different creatures that you will fight. If you were lucky or skilled enough to critically wound... you need to crit wound a BP3 in order to get a core. Never mind. For the future, though you won't need it now, one often forgotten rule is that you gain all the resources from wounds times the primordial level. So right now, you gain 5 ambrosia and 1 muscle cluster times its level. Its level is 0.
So we get
so-
0.
So we
You
get
get nothing.
nothing?
Exactly. No, like
Oh.
this specifically says you don't do that now. Good. However, there is more.
Nothing. You lose.
Good day, sir. Sometimes a battle will award you with something other than resources. An adventure, a Nemo's note, technology gear, it can be anything. The battle awards you with some much needed equipment, a pair of knives called siren teeth. Which are these things over here. I'm gonna like put stuff over here. So siren teeth, you can compare these to your fists and teeth that you've been using so far, right? This one is 3 die to attack with instead of 2. Still +0 to hit. They give you 1 red per hit. They also have the ability opening 1. You get to place an opening token with this thing. And reposition 2. You get to move 2 spaces after you attack with these.
That's really cool, actually.
It is.
So now you have like dual blades. Whenever the game
Really, it's
instructs
becoming
you to
Attack on Titan.
Whenever the game instructs you to gain something, you either just take it or store it in a common pool. So this belongs to everyone. You only have 1 of it, but this doesn't go to 1 player and then they hoard it.
Oh.
You just take this. Okay. Suffering casualties, there aren't any. Battles, especially lost ones, can be a grim affairs. During the casualty step, you note any Titan losses on the Argo sheet. If any of your Titans had died, you'd lower the number of available Titans on the Argo sheet. However, at this point, you have no Titans marked on your sheet. Instead, note the number of Titans that survived. All of your Titans are Dreamwalkers, so just write that down. So, your Argo contains Dreamwalkers times 4. All 4 of you made it. This is not a guarantee. Just like in KDM, you're not guaranteed to win this tutorial. This can go really wrong really quickly. So, sometimes you start with less. You start with a maximum number. That's wonderful. Now, discard any conditions. So, like any of the knockdown cards, if you still have them, they now all go away. And then we resolve Tides of Fate. The Moire, this... you put them onto this stack up here next to the trauma decks. At the top left of the board is a condition stack. All of the conditions are on there. There you go.
Okay.
Wonderful. So, the Moire, the Sisters of Fate, are fickle and like to toy with the lives of mortals. Primordial battles are the pinnacle of this cruel spectacle. There's a silver lining, though. Once the battle concludes, the Tides of Fate will recede, allowing you to breathe that much more easily. Once you've gained resources and noted casualties, you will resolve the Tides of Fate. This usually means you get to reset your Triskelion values to 000s and lower Argo Fate. In Cycle 1, usually by -2. So just like you have Fate that you can spend in order to reroll things, the Argo also has Argo Fate. And if those goes to 9 or higher, the Argo goes to hell. You cannot overspend this either. All of your stats reset to 0, so you can set your Triskelion to 0 on everyone. And the Argo doesn't have any Argo Fate right now, so you're fine on that regard.
Oh yeah, I still have that coin.
The coin. Oh, yeah,
Priority
that's...
token?
I'll just put that up here. Like next to the condition deck, we'll just put that up. Alright. Normally, at this point, you'd shuffle the exploration deck. However, you don't have an exploration deck. So instead, we just go to the tutorial campaign, round 0, on the next page. You've now learned how combat works. You've got any questions so far when it comes to like combat or how like weird things resolve in this regard? Anything?
How do I reset the thing?
Right click. If you right click a number, it should decrement it by 1.
Okay.
Note that in playtesting, we didn't know this for about 3 hours until one of us randomly right-clicked it and went like, oh. We actually had like little notepads next to these and like wrote down numbers on them and then erased them over and over.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was dumb. So, like, if there's no questions for like basic combat, there's obviously a lot more to combat. Like you have a lot more terrain over time, a lot more things that happen. This is a very basic fight where you punch them and they punch you and that's it. You can already see that weapons make this harder. There's armor that helps you dodge easier or helps you soak up damage. There's ranged weapons, which are really, really cool, actually. There's a lot of things that get added onto this combat system, but this is the very basics of it. However, Aeon Trespass isn't just combat. There's actually a lot more to this game, and that is what we do in the next step. Everyone good to go for that?
Yes.
Right. So, to make things easier, we've decided the next 2 pages of the Learn to Playbook into, like, we've divided all of that into game rounds. There's now called, we now go into the voyage phase. If you go to the very top left part of the board, over here, there's a little tile that you're on. You're in the open seas. There's a little ship of the Argo. That is you. That's where you are. You're currently in the sea in the middle of nowhere, on a boat, you don't know where. Please don't press the button on that, because that will, like, increment the board. It will add additional tiles to it. You will get to press it eventually, just not right now. For now, we have the next bit of the story. You emerge from the pools of the Balanian, deeply exhausted and confused. What was that thing? How did you know how to control the Titans? There are not enough answers in this world to satiate this thirst, says the old priest. But I will tell you what I know, and you can do with it what you please. We call this ship the Argo, though we do not know its true name. It lay moored off the west coast of... That's a name. Cephalonia. Never mind. For many years. Like a beached whale. I don't speak Greek. Refugees and outcasts flocked to it, looking for shelter from the harsh reality of post-Ascaton Hellas. Adventurers and pirates were drawn to it by the promise of hidden treasure. Deserters and fugitives hid on it. As he speaks, he has a meaningful look on his face. We explored it. We charted it. We learned some of its many secrets. We thought we were mastering it, but in truth, it was the ship that was training us. Unknowingly, we were becoming its crew. Your crew. Ours? One of you asks, confounded. You're not like us. You did not walk on board the Argo, my friends. No, you were found here, in a sleepless sleep, he explains. And when doom loomed, you awakened. And so did the Argo. Hackathon's attack. No, the old priest interrupts you. He does not want any confusion on the matter. A much more terrible foe awaits thee. It pursued us on moth's wings across the great sea like the messenger Hermes himself. For now, we've evaded it, but at a most terrible cost. You're not the first Argonauts to awaken from the sleep, nor the first to don the bodies of Titans. Your predecessors were not as fortunate as you. Do not sadden, O Argonaut. Their sacrifice made today's victory possible. We understand the Belanian a lot better now. We understand the Triskelion that allows you to junction with the Titans. In time, we will master it. You call us Argonauts, yet we remember nothing, you say with great trepidation. I know that I know nothing, said a great mortal once. Make that your creed, and you'll not be disappointed, chuckles the wise man. Maybe the ship will reveal the truth to us, if we live long enough. There are more pressing matters at hand. He gestures to the colossal, poorly lit chamber you've just entered. You've been so engrossed in the conversation, you didn't even notice you've arrived at your destination. Another man is there, dark of skin with a bushy beard and a hard steel look in his eyes. The chief smith of the Heliopile engine room. Alcibiades, that's a name and a half. Okay, I should learn Greek.
Biades, not sorry. Continue. Sorry.
You know what? Fair.
My fucking operant fucking conditioning kicked in for a second.
No, that's fair. The ship's been steering itself this whole time, he says. We think it's looking for sustenance. Triremes need wind, or the toil of mortal muscles. This ship longs for a different fuel. A black fluid, the same that coursed through the veins of that monstrosity you've slain. Ambrosia. If our understanding of these apparatuses is correct, we're running on empty. The hackathon gave us a few days of voyage, a week tops. But that's that. There's supposed to be an island to the east, interjects the old priest. A ravenous sea empire made toothless by a youth and a ball of yarn. Even toothless wolves bite, says one of you absent-mindedly. It's that, or Poseidon's watery grave. Take your pick. It's hardly a choice, is it? With this, you've started your Odyssey. So you are currently on tile 0. And every day of this voyage timeline is you moving one additional step on it. Every day is one travel, basically. What happens during those travels will be wildly random. There are many, many things that you can find on new tiles. You can go back to old tiles as well, finding new and different events. But what will happen during these is entirely random, and basically no two campaigns ever run the same. Simply because there's way too many options for that to be feasible. So we'll take the tutorial map. Let's see. What does it want us to do? Set up. So, while you have the Argo sheet out, populated, you have 5 crew. You're going to be starting with 5. And you're starting with 4 hull. Wonderful. You have 0 Argo Fate, but you've already noted that. Now add the Fearful Recollection event onto the timeline 3 days from now. So I'm going to be managing these, so you don't have to worry about all of this. But in 3 days from now, this event is going to trigger, and it's going to do... We don't know, right? No idea. Could be anything, but Fearful Recollection doesn't necessarily sound positive, does it?
I love Fearful Recollecting in the morning. What do you mean?
I mean, our itinerary looks pretty stacked. We have our Fearful Recollection, and then a couple days later we have Cackle, and then it's just nothing. So
True.
I mean, that's
Do these,
my...
like, symbols have a special meaning? Like, there's so many of them.
Yes. So they'll explain this later. I can tell you this now. This fist symbol, this is how you do research. You will make a technology deck. That's actually the exact next thing you're doing. And on these, you get to research martial technology, new weapons, new armor. And on this symbol, you get to research civic things, new buildings, new ways to like structure the ship. That sword symbol means that there is a fight on that day against another enemy. That should actually also, that should be all the symbols that appear there. Yeah, it is. So it's research or Feuten. That's how that works.
Nice.
While we're talking about the technology deck, let's go over that real quick. On the right side here is your vessel as it stands right now. There are 5 cards here. We'll go over them one by one. We're starting with the bridge Tholos. This is the basis of the entire ship. This is the bridge. This is where you navigate from. There's nothing real on here except for references and reminders. So at the start of each day, you move to an adjacent tile using one of the available waterways, place a tile, move the Argo. If you find an adventure symbol, you go on an adventure. And during the exploration step, after resolving explorations, draw and resolve 2 stacks of exploration cards. This is how you get more resources. As you look through the islands around you, find food, find things to build, scavenge ruins, all of these things. This by itself is just a reference. Surface reminder for now, disregard. Okay, it just tells us to disregard a lot of things. And moves us into campaign round 1. It's time to finally move the Argo. The way this works is that one of you, whoever is choosing to like captain this right now, gets to press this button and place an additional tile. For the tutorial portion of this game, this is going to be very linear. But later on down the line, there's actual choices you have to make of where you want to go, whether you want to go back, whether you want to go forward, whether you want to explore more, push your luck, so to speak, right? So someone press the T01 button to reveal the next tile.
Can I make a suggestion?
Absolutely.
I feel like the one that did the killing blow should have the honor.
That's a good idea.
Oh.
okay.
Right. So, Maria, the one who has freed us from hands.
I will press the button then.
Button?
With this tiny little hand I ripped off of the big hand man.
No, that's wrong. No, don't do that. No.
No, I kept it.
Oh.
You know those like little grabby sticks where like you like pull the handle and it like grabs like the little T-Rex things or like a little pincher things that like are like 2 feet or 3 feet long. That's how I'm using the tiny hand. I'm just like pulling muscle fibers and or tendons and like just controlling it.
I mean, it's a trophy, kind of a souvenir.
For the next couple of days, as you move across your crew, you find that you, as the leading Argonauts of this vessel, obviously set an example for your crew. You find that multiple of your crewmates have taken some of the salvage and are using them as back scratchers.
It just works.
Fair enough.
You get the distinct feeling that you're awful.
That's fine. I already knew this.
Oh.
Your new tile here has a symbol on it. As you move on to it, this is the adventure symbol.
Adventure?
That means you'll go on an adventure!
Yay!
Adventures are, well, not really structured. That would defeat the point of an adventure. But if you look at your Argo sheet, for cycle 1, there are 8 different adventures. And the way that these work is pretty wild. All of them start with like the same scenario. So Fated Conundrum will always start with the same like call to adventure, the same reason for you to go. And then there are 3 parts of it that are entirely random. We have no idea what we're going to see for these. And then they all end with the same event. Not in the same way, that event has multiple outcomes, but the beginning and the end is always the same. We're obviously in the tutorial, so we're going to deal with the tutorial adventure here. But as part of Circle 1, there is 7 others that you will get to go through and that you will get to resolve and make decisions in. For now...
I just noticed something awful.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what is
It's
it?
diplomacy. This is going to end awful.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this isn't gonna go well. So, we're gonna mark the beginning of the tutorial adventure. And this is the adventure. A sea of shipwrecks. You wake up to the sound of alarm bells. Cold chills run down your spine. What has Zoe done now? Has the monster returned? Are you to do battle again? When you get to the deck, the old priest is already there, pointing ahead. Before the Argo lies a sea of shipwrecks. Mighty triremes broken in 2 or smashed into tiny, unrecognizable pieces. Just drifting. It's impossible to discern to whom the armada belonged. The Argo can plow through this watery graveyard, go around it, or stop to look for survivors and supplies.
Hello, little crappies, Kanja.
You're in command now, muses the old priest. But if it was me, I'd prepare the launches to look for anything useful. You get into the boats with your newfound crew and set off for the shipwrecks. It's as if something massive tore these ships asunder. Some of the larger war triremes show signs of precise, piercing damage. What could punch through a bronze-plated hull and come out on the other side? Perhaps there really are worse things than that hackathon out there. Choose one of you to be the party leader. They break ties. Like, you will decide on everything, but if there's a tie, the party leader gets to decide. Are you going with whoever dealt the last killing blow?
I'm not good with responsibility, so I'm
going to defer my leadership position because I would get us all killed.
That's half the fun.
I mean, you have the captain's hat, right?
That is true. I do have the hat, however. Hang on.
All right, Zoe.
I do have an. Hang on.
All right, Zoe. Then this one. This one's for you.
To
Then.
hand over my hat. See?
No. This one's for you. This one's for you.
Oh.
All right, Zoe.
Sweating.
You can pick one of the 2 options. This place is a maze of shipwrecks. Foul things may lurk about. You decide it's better to lead the Argo in closer, as it should scare off any predators. Or, these wrecks could still pose a threat to the Argo. It pains you to even think about it, but the crew is replaceable. The ship is not. What do you want to do?
Oh, I mean, so up here, right? This is that's a picture of the Argo in the book, right?
Yes, absolutely.
I gotta be honest. I really think that this can take a hit or 2, considering the size of the ships that were going out here in the bottom there. I kind of feel like she can take a hit or 2. So I think we're gonna keep the crew safe rather than the ship. You can, you
can fix twice, by the way.
Oh, that's odd.
Was it from Sari's end?
I think it's echoing from Sari.
Ah,
What the hell?
I'm sorry. Sorry to interrupt
Is
you
it
there.
better? Like,
Am I the only one that echoes through their mic?
No, you're fine. Okay, no, it's fine.
Nope.
Huh.
We're good.
Thank you.
Maybe I can turn you down a little.
Okay, I don't want to.
But yeah, is she the only one?
That was
Yeah,
the
no,
only one
that's
that I noticed the voice difference with. So
Yeah.
Just a
Yeah, 'cause
commanding
can-
presence in voice. That's what it is.
We can ship of Theseus the ship, but we can't really, replace all the ribs in someone's chest. So
No,
let's
you can
keep the
ship
crew
off-
safe rather than the
You can
ship.
ship Theseus the entire crew. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I've played Rogue Trader.
That's
We did
okay,
kind of
yeah,
just
I
spawn
mean,
out of nowhere, though. So theoretically, more could just spawn to take our place. Worst comes to worst.
All right, you want to drive the ship closer then?
Yeah. I'm a good
This
pilot.
turns out great for the crew. Not so much for the ship's hull. You lose 1 hull. Ding. Down to 3.
It'll buff out. It's fine.
Mark
Fine, we have-
A7 on the choice matrix. Ding.
Oh shit.
The crew will remember this.
Oh no.
I feel like the ship will be more likely to remember it.
Well, the crew will positively remember this. You didn't kill them. You didn't send them like into a Hail Mary. They like that. Like, yay, Captain. See, responsible. On your way back, you make a startling discovery. In the cargo hold of one of the larger triremes, in long iron caskets, you find titans. Weak, incapacitated, but alive. Raise the number of titans you have up to 8. You find 4 additional Dreamwalkers. You also
We
gather
just hold them back or like.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
As a treat.
You hold them back. Exactly. You hold them back on board of your ship. Like, these titans are, they're basically treated like animals, right? Like,
Yeah, but they're
these are
huge.
Yes, absolutely.
That's fine.
But so is your boat and so is your crew. You don't have, I know it says you have 5 crew, but that's more like 5,000, maybe?
That makes sense.
That's a lot of people. So, you also gather enough raw materials to gain the following things. A sail spolus, which is a piece of armor. I'm going to put all of them down here in the middle. So, this gives you +1 courage. And Fade Discard. So, at a point, you can gain 1 Fate, and then you can discard this card, which means that you can't use this card for the rest of the fight. To gain second chance, which I believe means if you die, you don't. But we can look into that a more bit in depth later. You also get this Siren Panoply armor. For 1 fate, you get to reinforce 1, and it has a defense die on it, which is something that we haven't looked into yet at all. So more armor. You also get, and I love this item specifically, a boat mace.
Oh, I cannot wait to smash that over someone's head.
Right? One thing, I'm going to show you this right now, because I think this is hilarious. You have these gigantic titans, right? But one thing you don't have is the means to produce anything for them. You don't have the means to make like gigantic pieces of armor for them. What you do have, however, is a working shipwrights. You can make really complicated boats. So instead of smelting like a really long metal pole to just give to one of them, you make really complicated boats, then break them in half and go like, yeah, that's a shield and a weapon now.
That's amazing.
That's awesome, yeah.
That's how you begin making armaments for these. Hyper complex triremes, which is like, in ancient times, these were really difficult to build. Make those, break them in half, and there we go, problem solved. What's a long stick again? Now, we don't do that here. You also unlock, on your vessel, the Titan Stoa, which is this card over here on the top right. This is your Titan storage. Here the Titans are tamed and stored when not in use. Some call this place a warehouse, some call it a prison. During the exploration step, if the Argo is on an unexplored map tile with a Titan symbol, you find and tame or abduct or capture a Titan. You can have up to 10 Titans at the moment. Over time, you will build this up and expand on it, and you will gain more Titans. Different Titans as well. Last but not least... sorry? Yeah, you were saying?
I was going to say, so if we hit the limit, but we find a Titan that we think is really cool, do we just kick a different one off the ship?
Yeah. Yeah, kind of.
All right, fair enough.
You release it into the wild. You put it to the farm upstate. Like, you definitely don't just shove it overboard to make it drown in the Aegean Sea. No, that would be cruel and probably
be
exactly
cool.
what you do.
Whoa, wait, there's suddenly an extra spot on our crew. What happened?
I mean,
You
can
also-
they even move by themselves? If we kick them off, they're just gonna get like eaten by animals as they decay on land.
No, they can. So these are basically wild animals. The way that you control them is, you see how they have these weird helmets on? These helmets
Yes.
are natural. Someone has built them and put them on them. Someone on board this boat, and they allow
Oh my
you
god,
to
it
like.
is Attack on Titan.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Again.
Like 100%. So these allow you to like mind meld with them and take them over and control them.
Huh.
You also gain access to the excursion propylon, which here the Argonauts ready for the next excursion, and it is also here that a support team stands ready to lend their help. This has an ability on it, Argo Support 1. Permanent. Argo ability limit 2. So when you go into combat, you can bring up to 2 Argo abilities. During battle setup, choose up to 2 Argo abilities to prepare. You may use these cards in this battle. Argo abilities are flat out things like, you have a battalion of archers ready that you can like command to fire upon the enemy X times per battle, which does something. You have literally built a Dragonator. Shit like this, right? Things that you prepare to defend the Argo better. Over the course of the game, you will develop these technologies and add them to add to your defensive capabilities. Now we go back. Let's see, where are we? We've got all of that, we've got all of that. That is the end of that entire day. That was it. So that little adventure you just went on was an entire day played already. So.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, it's the end of the day. You have every right to be tired.
Exactly, right? Like, this is hard work. This was hard work. I'd also make the argument that this is... Hold up, 1 second. I need to sneeze. Okay, I would make the argument that I need to sneeze. Now I've made that argument. Thank you all for listening. I would also make the argument that we are fairly deep into this. And it's getting rather late for a bunch of us. So I would, with the end of this day, call it here. We've got a bunch more tutorial to get through. I'd say we're about halfway through. But this is a really good spot to leave it there, if you all want to.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, why not?
All right. In that case,
This was
is
really
this?
fun.
there's a really loud hammering noise. 1 second.
That's just them building on the Argo. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We're doing maintenance. We did just like put a hole in the hull by driving through
That's
those.
true.
So like they got to get on
Titans are
that.
pouring at the walls. They want to be let out. They want to go on walkies.
Oh, we got to take them for walkies. You're right. I mean, isn't that what the fight was? I guess we only took
True.
4 of them for walkies though, and we did just get like 4 more.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Exactly, it's the new Titans. They're unruly. They don't quite know what to do with their new environment yet. You've let them
Very,
out of their
like,
caskets,
ill-mannered.
and yeah, right. They have the zoomies. The Titans have the zoomies. That's what it is.
Not for long, they won't.
Free will? What's that? All
Not
right.
on this set.
Everybody, I am going to move us back to the like main room, which means I need to like enlarge all of you again.
Become big like the Titans that we control.
Exactly. Which means everyone's going to be like completely off
So
like
small.
form again. Everyone's going to be random sized once more. There we go. And I'm way too big. Wonderful. Better. Ish. Xeno's so small now. And now Xeno's lagging. No, that's me lagging. Never mind. Alright. Here we are. What do you think? Good job, first of all. You beat the tutorial fight. Literally beat it to death with your fists. Very rude, but successful.
It was really, really fun.
Yeah.
That
Didn't expect it to be so like KDM like Gloomhaven adjacent.
right? It's very KDM, yeah. It's very KDM. The cards kind of resolve the exact same way as KDM. The combat sort of resolves that way. It's very akin to that. It's weird. But I actually really like it. The addition of the symbols means that it's a lot more cooperative than KDM, where it's oftentimes everyone for themselves, right? Like either you perform well or not. This means you interact with teammates a lot more. But for today, I'll leave it here. I'm gonna do the annoying thing. This is the other thing that half of all VTubers never want to do. To close out today's session, I'm like my VTube studio is lagging like crazy. You all are like stuttering every couple of seconds. It's actually really bad.
Well, thank God. I thought you were gonna say shower. Oh.
No, touch grass. We're going to touch grass now. I'm sorry.
I'm not going outside today. No. I refuse. It's my day off. I refuse. You can't make me.
There's a thunderstorm outside. I ain't going out there either.
No, like it's
I want to
still
go outside in a
outside.
thunderstorm.
No, I'm gonna
don't do it.
I'm gonna go into the winter
Please?
garden with a blanket and just like listen to the rain. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh,
It's really
true.
nice.
Actually, thunderstorms are really good for naps. I don't know why, but you know,
What?
loud crashing thunder actually helps me sleep.
Same. I think so too.
I
But-
love it, but my dog doesn't, so I'm cursed.
At the end of the day, I would like to just like hand it over to all of my guests once more and tell them to like violently shill for themselves. So, I'm gonna roll a die again. And we have Zeno. We're starting with Zeno. Zeno, who are you? Where can people find you? What do you do?
Hi once again. In case you didn't catch it over the past 4 hours, almost. I'm Zeno. I am on Twitch and I have a YouTube channel with like 1,000 videos on it. You can find me in literally the link in the stream, or xenofluxraiden.twitch.tv. I don't know how the link works. Anyway, you can find me. No one has my name. Yeah, if you like fighting games or survival horror or anything that is fun, come by my channel. It's pretty cool. That's all I have to say.
We don't do fun
you were
things here.
playing
That's
the-
disgusting.
You were playing the League of Legends fighting game. How is it?
It is brutal to people who've never played a tag fighter before, but I love it.
I'm interested in it because it's a fighting game that you can play with actual buttons and you don't need to know what a fucking quarter circle is.
Yes,
I've,
it removes that. It, however, does not remove how effed up Marvel vs. Capcom is, which it's very based off of.
As part of a sub goal, I promised to learn Bridget in Guilty Gear Strive, and I'm currently Iron 1 out of 1,000, and I think I've lost 14 matches in a row. I'm losing my mind. I can't believe I have so many perfectly good buttons on my controller, and they expect me to use a backward circle into a forward circle. The analog stick was meant for moving, not for quarter circles, my beloved. I can't anymore. Okay.
This is exactly why I
Chat.
stopped playing these games.
Chat, Faustino. Chat. If you like watching me fight Bridget, imagine watching someone who's good at fighting games. Are you good at fighting games? I kind of put, you know what? Go watch someone who's good at fighting games.
The
I'm good
pressure
enough.
is on.
I've played it for 10 years. It doesn't mean I'm good. It just means I'm knowledgeable.
Sometimes it's important to know why you are bad at a thing. This is me and Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I'm dog shit at the game, but I know why. Just doesn't change it, unfortunately. This is also a really good segue, because the next person I'm going to annoy into doing this is Zoe! Who are you? Where can people find you? And what do you do?
I stream way too long, like all the time. I'm Scarlet Zoe. I don't know. Fucking, what am I supposed to say? I've done nothing but annoy and bother people all stream. That's basically all I do.
Have you?
I do a lot of. I started this stream by destroying an hour's worth of work.
Yeah, but have you considered that that was funny?
I didn't say it wasn't funny. I just said it was annoying.
It was
I
entertaining.
usually do Twitch integration stuff. I did like a Minecraft speedrun where chat was in control of my keyboard and I was on the mouse. I do a lot of crowd control stuff. Like I did a Fallout 4 playthrough with crowd control, so chat kept spawning super mutants with mini nukes that would run me down.
Sounds fair. Sounds fair.
Yeah,
does.
oh, so much fun. I don't know. I did some Skyrim marriage speed runs. I kind of just do like weird challenge runs. I've been doing a lot of level 1 playthroughs of Souls games recently. I, I don't know. I don't know what else I do. That's it. I've just been playing so much Silksong recently. Skong. Sorry, like Skong. There you go. That's it. Skong.
Thank you. Next up, we have Sari. Who are you? Where can people find you? What do you do?
Oh my goodness. So I'm Sarion. Hi, hello, hi. You can find me on Twitch and on the YouTube. I play a lot of strategy and city builder games. I have a thing for Timberborn at the moment, which is basically a city builder, but you have little beavers and they have little hats. It's really cute.
That sounds adorable.
It
It is. I love it. And I'm also currently doing the Final Fantasy, which is me playing through every Final Fantasy, well, not every, but most Final Fantasy games. And we've already beaten 1 to 4. I'll do a little break before I do 5, but 5 is next. So if you're interested, come hang out. I don't know.
That actually
That's
leads me into the perfect question. Why is the best Final Fantasy missing from your Fantathon?
What is the best one?
World of Final Fantasy.
I
Oh,
actually
no.
have that in the maybe. I have 3 maybes, which is World of Final Fantasy. It's Type 0, and it's, oh god, what's
Okay, Type 0 is
Strangers of
ass.
Paradise? Are you
Type
gonna do
0 is-
Strangers of Paradise?
yes,
Type
Gonna
0
have,
is...
Limp Bizkit blasting in the background.
maybe.
Yo.
Oh, shit.
No, Type 0 is too many characters without personalities and like it's awful. But WAF is
Yeah,
the
that's what I heard
single
too.
best Final Fantasy. I promise. It is by far the
I
best
did-
Final Fantasy.
I did
of
play
all
it a
of them.
little bit. I love it with
So
the stacking.
good. It's so good.
Yes.
We actually
The
have
other
one in the
one I have
background.
is Crystal Chronicles, but I also am unsure about that one. But
Ooh.
we'll figure it out. If we still have
You-
energy left after all is beaten, then maybe.
No, you
I
need
have-
to grab Cam for Crystal Chronicle. You need to collab it together.
Oh my god, I should. True.
It's I'm not gonna say it's good in collab, but it's the only way to play it without wanting to hang yourself.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Like, Crystal Chronicle solo is an exercise in needing to go to therapy.
Oh yeah, it's like, isn't it like one player fights and the other just carries the crystal or something?
No.
Are you sure?
No.
I see.
Last but not least, we have
Carrying the
Maria.
Hello. Hi. We're here again. I am Maria Descent, known as Maria. I don't know. Known as Maria Descent. Just that's what you can throw on everything. Except Instagram. Apparently, Instagram won't let me have my name, even though the name doesn't exist. I found out. I don't know why.
Rude.
It's not available anywhere. It's not. There's no profile with it. But I don't use it anyway, so it's fine. I don't know. I do some variety, which has mostly been Silksong and Pokemon lately, and then I also lean strongly into like shiny hunting, Pokemon, and Nintendo. And then I've also been like very big on horror and retro games lately. But I guess, working at a retro store for 10 years, that's just a thing that happens. And speaking of retro and horror, we're actually speaking of like marathon type things, we're getting ready to segue into like this year's Spookathon, which is going to just be playing a bunch of horror games up until Legends EA comes out. And then the real horror of October is the fact that everything's going to be Pokemon after that. But that's neither here nor there. So now I have to finish Silksong before September 25th, because that's when Silent Hill F comes out. So that's when we're getting started on it. And yeah, I don't know. We're here. We're here again. We're back for season 2. It's been very fun. I'm very excited. It's been a very good time with these lovely new folks.
Hell yeah. Thank you all for joining. Zoe, are you going to stay live? Are you going to continue streaming?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna immediately relaunch the Silk Song.
Okay, then I know where I'm raiding.
Addiction is real.
Then I know
need to play more Silk
where.
Song. Vexpo started the same day that Silksong came out, so I was like fiending the entire time I was away, and then the second I got back, I went live the same day that I had spent like 5 hours on a train and was just like Silksong. Also, I was just gonna say, Sari, have you ever played RimWorld?
Yes, that was actually my very first game.
Yes, I love RimWorld. My most recent hyperfixation was RimWorld. Yes,
I love RimWorld.
Also, if you're good at Timberborn and managing floods, if you like Planet Crafter and games more like that, there's a game I played recently called Plan B Terraform, I think it is.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, it's you go to like a desolate planet and slowly bring it back. My issue was that I heated up the planet way too quickly because you have to like bring the temperature back up to like livable, and it made the ice caps melt a bit too fast, and this huge tsunami just obliterated everything I'd built.
Just like real life. That sounds awesome.
I built like dams to try and stop it, but it did not help at all. Everything just flooded. On a second attempt, it went much better until I ended up with like this massive like chokehold issue with like all of my trains backing up, and I gave up because I'm not smart enough for that. But it's good. It's good.
I shall
Maria's
try
flipping
it
people
and
off
I
again.
shall report.
Oh, whoops. Hi. Sorry. Again, it just happens.
That happens when you tie the fuck you button to the button F and then you type normal English sentences.
Exactly.
I have the like throw items at me button on O, and I would just be like typing on YouTube, and I'd just be hitting myself in the head with objects.
I had one typed to the number 4, and I never realized that. So like every time I typed, I'd like get like random like biddy, like whatever was the biddy thing thrown at me. I'm like, what's happening? Why? Who are we? Why are we here?
My old...
Did I just get money? No.
In the ancient times, my push to talk key was bound to the umlaut Ü. I was just used to it being in that position.
Umlaut!
So every now and again, in like a raid scenario, there would be like a really angry chat message from me that would just be as I'd accidentally opened the chat and now my character wasn't responding to anything anymore.
Oh no, the classic.
All right, everybody. From my side, I'm going to take you all, bundle you up, and throw you all collectively over to Zoe, who's going to continue streaming. I myself am going to get food, and then I'm going to enjoy this storm.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
So,
I'll give you all a salute. Salutas.
hell yeah.
I can almost do that. This is the closest I got.
It's good enough. It's good enough. This is the cool side. This is the salute side.
I can be smacked.
Because Maria's shadow just says just chatting, I checked her channel to see what she'd been playing, so I can also ask a tailored question. What is your favorite weapon in Monster Hunter, and why is it the Charge Blade? Objectively the best weapon.
No, Maria's better than that.
It is.
No,
It
don't
is
destroy.
the Charge Blade.
No!
But they've been making me play heavy bowgun, and I hate my life. I stopped playing the game because I've been playing heavy.
Charge Blade!
Charge Blade. I got all the Charge Blades. I already did the thing.
Yes!
These Charge Blade kids, back in my day.
Dino, can you tell people about good weapons?
Yeah, okay. Back in my day, you had to pick between sword and shield and switch axe.
So back to the classic Monster Hunter weapon from Generations, the Palico. It is truly the best Monster Hunter weapon of all time. Thank you.
I just like bonking with a hammer. Thank you.
Lance, you
Hammer's great, that's my
peasants,
first weapon.
you artless peasants. Anyway, the rate timer's about to go off. We have like 5 seconds left. So, everybody, thank you for being here. Goodbye.
Goodbye. I said goodbye, but like we're still.
I mean, we're still here.
We're still here.
Oh, we're still here. Well, this is a little awkward, isn't it?
Oh my god! I didn't see this coming.
Whoa.